Hello, everyone. Tonight we're embarking on an adventure that might completely reshape what you believe about Christmas. Picture this. Thousands of years back, well before the name Jesus Christ echoed through history, your forebears huddled in the pitch-black grip of the year's longest night. Filled with dread, they had no clue if the sun would ever reappear. They weren't sure if spring would ever arrive again. All they could cling to was a flicker of hope, the glow of flames, and the company of one another. And out of that primal terror, from that urgent craving for brightness amid the deepest gloom, Christmas emerged, but not in the form you're imagining. So, before we plunge into this tale side by side, I'd appreciate it if you'd pause for a second to subscribe to the channel and tap that like button, but only if you're truly digging what I'm bringing to you this evening. And by the way, I'm wondering, where are you tuning in from right now? Cozied up in bed, perched near a window. Perhaps snow's falling outside, or you could be in a toasty spot. Leave a comment and share. I go through them all, and hearing from you brightens my whole day. All right, let's lower those lights to a gentle dim. Perhaps switch on a fan or some soothing ambient sounds, and let's get comfortable together for this evening's exploration. Here's a captivating truth. The tale of Christmas doesn't kick off in a Bethlehem stable. It begins way, way earlier. It starts with you, with me, with every soul who's ever confronted the chill of winter and pondered, will I pull through this? Shut your eyes briefly and envision yourself alive 5,000 years in the past. No power grids, no heaters maintaining a cozy 72 degrees, no corner market for supplies. When winter rolled in, it hit hard. The daylight shrank and shrank until the sun scarcely peaked above the horizon before dipping away once more. Those early folks, your lineage, mine, lacked weather experts to unpack the winter solstice. They had no grasp of the planet's axial tilt. All they grasped was that the sun, their lifeline, was fading, and they were utterly gripped by the fear that someday it might vanish for good. Let that dread sink in for a beat. Truly let it. How would it feel to think the sun could halt entirely? That night might stretch on forever? That frost might linger eternally? This wasn't mere vague worry. It was raw, gut-level fear of oblivion. No sunlight spelled no harvests. No harvests meant no sustenance. No sustenance equaled doom for all. The risks were sky-high, and so they responded as people always have against the unknowable. They forged ceremonies. They forged optimism. They forged gatherings. In ancient Egypt, they marked Ra's revival, the sun deity, adorning their dwellings with verdant palm fronds to signify vitality's victory over demise. In China, they saluted the lengthening days with luminous festivals. The Hebrew folk incorporated evergreen boughs into their winter rites. But why evergreens exactly? Ever stop to ponder? Why did so many early societies, from Romans to Norse, from Celts to Germanic clans, all lean toward this identical emblem? Simple. In winter's barren hush, when all else withered or slept, evergreens held their hue. They endured. They were tenacious. They balked at defeat. And to those forebears trembling in the shadows, that resilience felt enchanted, like a vow, like evidence that existence could persist. The evergreen turned into an emblem of endless vitality, of optimism, of defiance toward extinction. It was their declaration. We spot you, winter. We spot you, shadow, but you won't prevail. Now, this is where it turns truly intriguing. Various societies crafted their distinct approaches to the winter solstice, yet they overlapped in strikingly parallel ways. Flames, illumination, Banquets, hauling foliage inside, exchanging presents, uniting as a group. Why? These weren't mere bashes. They were tactics for endurance, both tangible and mental. The banquets involved devouring the herd you couldn't sustain over winter. Far better a grand spread than witnessing your beasts waste away bit by bit. The blazes? Sure, for heat, but also for layers beyond. Fire marked humanity's inaugural invention. It drew the line between us and beasts, igniting a blaze on the blackest evening. You're not merely sparking warmth and glow. You're claiming mastery over the wild. You're proclaiming, I'm human. I can summon what the elements have snatched. The present swapping? That fortified ties when your tribe mattered most. In winter's core, solitude spelled fatality. You relied on kin. You relied on clan. Presents weren't trinkets. They were stakes in bonds that could rescue your hide, and the assembling, the shared revelry, that stood as the pinnacle, perhaps. For when dread peaks, you glance about and grasp you're not solo. You need to dine, chuckle, chant, sway, and reaffirm. Sure, existence bites, but it's worth the fight. Allow me to sketch a scene. It's December, eons ago. You're in a modest band somewhere in northern Europe. The sun's been vanishing for months. Days stretch to a mere 3 hours. Your provisions dwindle. The freeze bites so deep that even the toughest start doubting spring's arrival. Then a voice in your group, perhaps the elder, the sage woman, the leader, declares tonight's the longest dark. Tonight the sun hits its nadir, but come dawn, light stretches begin anew. The sun embarks its rebound. Can you fathom the ease, the uplift surging through that band? So tonight, no fretting in your shelter. You convene. You unearth hoarded edibles. You kindle the grandest blaze feasible. You haul evergreen sprigs to festoon your nook. You spin yarns. You croon tunes. You proffer modest tokens to your beloveds. You rejoice. You rejoice not 'cause all's peachy, it's not. You rejoice 'cause you're upright. You've endured thus far. And perhaps if you weather this eve, you'll weather the morrow and the next till spring blooms afresh. This forms Christmas's spiritual essence. This marks its true genesis. Not in Rome, not Bethlehem, not Victorian England, but in the soul, amid shadow, opting for uplift over defeat. And what tugs at me here? We're carrying it on. 4 millennia on, we cluster in December. We tote evergreens indoors. We kindle tapers and hearths and festoon glows. We swap tokens to knit ties. We banquet jointly. We narrate tales. Labels shift, deities shift, precise customs morph. But that primal drive, that balk at shadow's triumph, that pledge to forge glow and coziness and ties in the iciest, murkiest stretch, that endures unchanged. Isn't it stunning? Folks today erect a Christmas tree sans a thought to its roots. They drape lights on homes without querying the spark. But now you're in the know. Now you get that festooning and evergreen joins a right tracing to humanity's dawn. Your echoing forebears, hauling vitality and radiance into gloom. The old Romans coined it Sol Invictus, the unbeatable sun. For no matter the murk, no matter the night's drag, the sun re-emerged, unyielding, invincible. And in essence, that's our December nod. Not solely a cradle's babe, though for many it's profoundly touching, but something elder, broader. The indomitable human essence, our balk at surrender, our push to spark radiance even in nadir hours. Reflect on your path a tick, on your shadowed spells, your spirit's winters, instants you doubted endurance, yet here you stand, resilient, battling, appearing daily. That's winter solstice's true wonder. That's the essence beneath these hoary rites, not tied to one creed or rite, but humanity's timeless knack for optimism, tenacity, unity and trial, affirming we'll weather this as one. So when folks bicker over Christmas's true essence or its pagan versus Christian lean, they miss the mark. Christmas's core burrows so profound in our shared past, it vaults any lone creed or heritage. It's etched in our marrow, in our communal recall, that innate urge whispering, when the globe chills and dims, rally your folk, kindle a blaze, clutch optimism. Forebears met the longest dark with naught but blaze, conviction, kin. They endured. They bequeathed vitality. They bequeathed uplift across epochs, ice eras, scourges, clashes, scarcities. They sustained the spark. They chose vitality over void, uplift over defeat, unity over solitude, and thanks to them, you're here this eve, absorbing this yarn. You're their hope's validation. You're the flesh and blood reply to their hoary plea. Let the sun return. Let vitality flow. Each December, witting or no, we salute them. We salute that seamless strand of human grit spanning millennia. We salute all who met shadow and spurned yielding. That's Christmas's cradle. In murk, in freeze, in dread, and in humanity's breathtaking gift for kindling radiance. Anyway, you might now ponder how we bridged from those hoary pagan rites to today's Christmas, how evergreen sprigs morphed to Christmas trees, how Solstice slid to December 25th, how antique blaze bashes turned to a fest for a Bethlehem babe. Well, that arc, from those elder flares to your Yuletide dawn, brims with bends you never foresaw. It weaves Roman bacchanals, Viking berserkers, Puritan buzzkills, and a certain Teutonic friar who might have birthed the Christmas tree. But that shift didn't crash overnight. It unfolded gradually, society by society, era by era. And our next halt lands us in the era's mightiest realm's core. Ancient Rome, where each December they hurled a soiree so untamed, so lavish, so downright mad, it renders your workplace holiday bash a prayer meeting. It bore the name Saturnalia. And believe me, you got to absorb this chronicle. Envision it. December 17th, circa 50 BC, you're strolling Rome's lanes, the globe's grandest burg. And the sight would shatter your worldview. The whole metropolis has lost its marbles, and I mean that glowingly. Thralls don their lord's garb. Lords dish supper to thralls, tribunals shudder, schools vacant, no labor. Instead, dice roll in thoroughfares, taboo otherwise. But not this span. Revelers swig from dawn. At 10 a.m., they're belting anthems. They're sporting vivid synthesis garb over standard togas. Dwellings sport garlands and foliage, and amid it, someone's plunked a tree in the plaza, laden with tokens, folks cavorting round it like it's life's peak. Greetings. Saturnalia, the jubilee that'd weave into, well, chunks of your Christmas. Now, prior to advancing, let me pose this. Ever hit a bash so feral someone rigged a noise-proof nook to flee? 'Cause that transpired. The Roman scribe Pliny the Younger, legit historical heavyweight, erected a sound barrier study at home 'cause Saturnalia roared so thunderous, so frenzied, so utterly ungovernable he couldn't toil. Picture it? Soirees so feral they shoved one of Rome's top thinkers to structural feats. But what hooks me? Saturnalia wasn't a flimsy party pretext. It pulsed with depth. It was hallowed. It was weighty and, yeah, utterly bonkers. Let me unfold the yarn. Saturnalia launched as one day, December 17th, for Saturn, Rome's harvest deity. Saturn wasn't ordinary. He evoked what Romans craved, a fabled golden epic when gods and mortals coexisted in flawless accord, an era sans thralls, castes, disparity, all equal, all content, soil yielded bounty gratis, sans toil. Naturally, that gilt age was dust by imperial zenith. Rome thrived on bondage, on savage inequity, on raid and subjugation. But yearly, 1 week, Romans pulled off the extraordinary. They feigned the Gilt Age's comeback. In Saturnalia, norms flipped, societal tiers inverted, lords tended thralls at board, plated fare, decanted vino, tidied aftermath. Clear now, this freed no thralls. They still prepped the grub for starters, but briefly, routine edicts paused, and wildly, thralls spoke freely, insulted lords, lampooned them, quipped at their cost. Lords endured Saturnalia's edict. Why pull this? Why'd the globe's elite in its top realm yield clout, even fleetingly? Some sages peg it a steam vent. To prop a savage tiered society on bondage and inequity, you vent occasionally. Grant a weak-tasting liberty, skewering the setup, dreaming alternate. Then, post-fest, they slot back. But I sense deeper currents. I reckon some Romans truly bought the Gilt Age ideal, truly yearned fleetingly to taste equity, bliss, life's bounty shared unbound, a reverie, a gorgeous, unattainable reverie. And 7 Decembers long, they rendered it tangible. Here's the drill. Saturnalia ignited. December 17th, by late Republic, a week-long whirl. It opened with public oblation at Saturn's Forum Shrine. This fane was unique. Saturn's effigy, wool and chain-bound usually, got unchained day one, freeing the god, freeing all from duties. Post-oblation, communal repast, truly communal, all welcome, affluent, indigent, free, bound, all banqueted joint, state-supplied chow. Envision the orchestration, nourishing thousands in forum. Must have been bedlam, gorgeous, delectable bedlam. Then, homeward for kin and pals' rights, and here's the spice. Households picked a Saturnalia sovereign via lots or dice. Anyone, even thrall, ruled the roost fleetingly. They'd don a droll cap, helm the board, issue absurd mandates all obeyed. Belt a ditty, jig, spill your squirmiest tale. It was daft. It was frolicsome. It signaled, this tiering, these grave societal codes we uphold 51 weeks? Kinda capricious, eh? But Saturnalia's pulse was the token trade. Ah, the tokens. Romans swapped sari, wax tapers. Know why? Saturnalia hugged solstice, year's dimmest. Tapers evoked light's rebound, sun's revival, optimism in murk. Ring a bell? Fest's finale, Sigillaria, saw terracotta sigilla swaps. These clay poppets might have subbed for human offerings once. Yeah, mull that. But Roman era, mere cute trinkets, like antique stocking fillers. But fancier swaps, too. Martial, Roman bard, penned sly odes on Saturnalia swag. Ornate styluses, gamble dice, chic splinters. Yep, toothpicks, vino flasks, toasty garb tomes. Value wasn't key. Gesture was, link was, nudge you counted. Roman verseman Catullus dubbed Saturnalia peak days. He adored it, utterly. But not all concurred. Some Romans cringed at the spectacle. Sage Seneca griped Saturnalia let the rabble loose in delights. He dodged fests, hunkered serious and sage, but conceded evasion futile. Jubilation blanketed. Then my fave nugget. Emperor Caligula, yep, that erratic one, curbed Saturnalia to 5 days from 7. Guess the uptake. Populace shrugged. Partied 7 anyway. Some edicts emperors can't corral. Later, Domitian flipped tactics. Not curb corral. He'd host colossal Colosseum spreads with spectacles, gratis chow contests. Bard Statius chronicled one. Domitian showered sweets, fruits, nuts from skies, loosed flamingo flocks o'er Rome, pitted dwarf brawlers, she-gladiators, torchlit, history's first, spectacular, lavish propaganda. Domitian signaled, crave Saturnalia, I'll deliver, my script, my grip. But Saturnalia outgrew emperors. It was folks, households customized, clans personalized. That's its might. Ponder the essence. 1 week, Rome, this conquest-forged, bondage-built juggernaut, morphed warmer, humaner, street chants, games, quips, grudge drops, long-lost pal visits, ties that bound burgs tightened. Familiar? 'Cause it should be. Garbed foliage, token trade, banquets, kin-pal stress, norm halts. This spans sanctity apart from mundane. You're enacting it Decemberly, just subbed Saturn for Santa. But here's the hook. By 4th century AD, Rome stirred anew. Faith spread, church face snag. Faithful still Saturnalia'd. Even pious dodged it hard. Fest too fun, too poignant, too Roman woven, but pagan god bound, Christian doctrine clash. So churches play? We'll circle back. But first, grasp Saturnalia wasn't Rome's lone winter whirl. Newer rite muddied Christmas further. Sol Invictus, unbeatable sun's natal, December 25th. Then northern kin, Germanic, Norse, Celts, their winter ways, savage, vivid, with colossal pyres, hallowed arbors, mead to swamp Viking hulls. All these rites, all these ways, braced for smash, from smash fresh brew, but we're leaping. Now, Rome's lanes thrum Saturnalia, tapers flare, tokens fly. A thrall just quipped whipworthy, all guffaw, guilt age redux today at least. Somewhere in throng, perhaps a Christian clan slips to chapel December 25th for fresh rite, new import. Babe's advent, they'd wager, birthing alternate guilt age. Not temporal flip, but worldly remake. Not ousting Saturnalia, yet. Just layering import fresh yarn. And gradually, oh so gradually, those yarns, Saturn's guilt and manger babe, fused. Saturnalia tapers morphed Christmas gleams, tokens lingered, banquets lingered, kin community thrust lingered, but essence, deepest essence, pivoted, and that pivot resounds through ages, molding our fest. So next taper you kindle, recall Romans' act, your repelling murk, affirming radiance rebounds, optimism holds, bliss feasible in nadir. Labels shift, deities shift, but that drive, winter's bulk, eternal, human, linking you to every Saturnalia street dancer in Rome. Now, as Romans toga partied and Christians chapel huddled, frozen north brewed different, Vikings, Celts, Germanic kin confronted winter their way. And folks, it was raw. It was gorgeous, and way fierier than you'd deem vital. Afar from Rome's marbled fanes and jammed lanes, in Scandinavia's shadowed woods, a wholly other winter rite brewed. And gotta say, wilder than Saturnalia's tea soiree. Norse dubbed it Yule. If your kin's Christmas rites seem fierce, brace for Viking antics. Imagine late December Norway circa 900, sun's scarce risen weeks, near total eclipse, freeze sleighs careless, stock huddles in longhouse barn, stores bar starvation. Your move, hurl the loudest, boldest, most defiant bash feasible for 12 unbroken days. 'Cause facing murk, chill, death's real shot, might as well wield mammoth blaze, boundless chow, mead-blotting terror. That was Yule, and its allure? Near all your Christmas moves, deemed Christian, hail from these Norse bruisers' winter rite. Let me guide you, 'cause post this, Christmas alters forever. Yule dawned solstice eve, year's longest dark. But Norse skipped solstice. Evocative tag, Mother's Night, Madra Night. Mother's Night hallowed, honored kin women, deeper, divine feminine force. Mother Earth birthing spring, nurturing all. In seeming death winter, Norse rallied life's maternal root. Earth mothers shall birth spring anew as ever. How poignant. In Nader they saluted creation's might. Mother's night, kin convened, kindled colossal pyres, launched rites. Colossal pyres, literal. Norse scorned hearth logs, pyres visible miles off, pyres defying gloom. Think you swamp us? Behold, not mere heat sources, spiritual jabs, defiance acts, humanity's winter flip-off. Now, Yule log source. Here, Norse picked vast timber, oft full trunk, hauled to Longhouse Yule Eve, lit it, burned steady 12 days, 12 days, one log. Symbolism, while sun waned, murk peaked, you held hearth flame unbroken, sustained glow, coziness through frail span, balked flames quench. That Yule log on your screen are great for vibe, not mere trim, ancient vow, radiance holds. We yield not to murk. But Yule log kicked off, Norse hauled trees indoors, festooned, not corner stand ornament jobs, sprigs strewn home-wide, rafter hung, wreath woven. Why evergreens? Romans, Egyptians reason. Winter death, evergreens thrive. Proof vitality holds, not all folds to freeze. And nugget, Norse saw evergreens warding, believed sprigs repelled foul shades, shielded hearth from winter-peaking malice. So evergreen trim, not just pretty, spirit shield, pattern emerging, your Christmas acts root millennia deep to winter survivors in Earth's harshest. Now, banquets. Norse didn't nibble Yule, they gorged like no tomorrow. Fair, tomorrow mightn't dawn, Yule feast core, Yule ham, but not ham. Boar, wild boar, oblated to Friar, fertility harvest prosper God, boar freyers sacred, Yule devouring, Norse ingested God's potency, boon, abundance pledge, that kin Christmas ham, no whim, 4,000-year Viking oblation echo, enjoy that supper icebreaker. But what grips? Yule's 12 days weren't bash only. Each bore weight, each saluted specific. Post-solstice, post-shortest. As light lengthened, thrust pivoted. Yule day 2. Lights rebound right. Acknowledge survival. Sun rebounds. We endure. Hence, winter light hangs. Not mere beauty, though gorgeous, but proclaim, recall, optimism visualized. Next 9 days, each Norse vital virtue for grit. Hear this roster, it's awe-striking. Day 3, courage, winter bravery. Day 4, truth, lies unaffordable in stakes. Day 5, honor, rep all in tight bands. Day 6, fidelity, loyalty bandbinder. Day 7, hospitality, sheltery saves next freeze. Day 8, discipline, sloth slays all. Day 9, industriousness, toil bars famine. Day 10, self-reliance, can't always lean. Day 11, perseverance, quit equals doom. 9 virtues, 9 days. Survival thrive creed and imaginable harsh. Imagine reviving, beyond token swap, overeat, each day virtue embody. What did that forge in us, kin bands? Norse grasped, forgotten, winter's no season, test, trial, challenge met by virtues, band build, optimism hold, decide spring. But more. Yule's 4th eve, children's night, gift trade roots here deep. Children's night, Norse kin gifted young. Not birthday, not good bad, young embodied future. Carriers of kin, band, lore. Darkest invest future via youth salute. Familiar? Santa's seed here, not current form, later, but winter youth gift, youth salute, next-gen stake. Froze north, millennium back, Norse caroled neighbors Yule way too. house-hopping tunes, yarns, chow drink share, dubbed wassailing, bands house-toured, ties knit, isolates checked, all okayed, caroling echo, should be. What stirs in Norse Yule? Not winter escape. Direct face with grit, band bold bliss, no chill feign, no scare feign. Mirk acknowledged. Then Max pyres lit, beloveds rallied, life saluted. Not mere survival. Spirit right, wisdom. Norse proverb. He shall rise early who wants another's life or goods. Survival, dawn early, toil hard, but new toil solo insufficient, needed band, right, import, so forged Yule. 12 days chow, swig, chant, yarn, token, virtue weave. 12 days winter balk. When Christ missionaries hit Scandinavia, Yule writes culture deep, timing ideal. Late December, solstice hug, themes spot on. Light or murk, uplift in defeat, band or solitude. Missionaries shrewd, not quash Yule, fused to Christmas, kept 12 days, kept banquets, kept tokens, kept evergreen trim, kept Yule log, kept near all, just fresh import. Yule's 12 morphed Christmas's 12, sun rebound to sunbirth, Yule log to Christlight, evergreens to Jesus eternal, genius, pragmatic. Why your Christmas looks thus: house light drape, Norse echo, light or murk declare, evergreen home hall, their act, winter death life bring, youth gift, their future honor, your Viking Decemberly, unwitting and gripping, Norse christened eventual. Pagan gods waned, old yarns legendized, but Yule lived, transformed, evolved, fused other ways, fresh brew. 'Cause Yule met need, murk light, defeat uplift, solitude band, eternal, transcends creed, heritage, human makes. So Christian, pagan, atheist, whatever, Christmas celebrate, ancient profound join. Humans winter murk eternal act. Folk rally, flares kindle, uplift choose. Labels morph, yarns morph, core drive holds. Now, as Norse Scandinavia Yule logged, Romans Mediterranean Saturnalia'd, early Christians honed own right, and snag, Jesus birth date pick, Bible silent, records nil, choice needed. And that December 25th choice, complicated, contentious, riveting beyond tales. 'Cause despite lore, Constantine didn't snag random pagan fest Jesus slap. Truth stranger, so query likely sleepless maker scarce, but perhaps ought. Why December 25th? Bible mum, Matthew, Luke birth yarn, no low December 25th. Details given, night flock shepherds. Most sages concur Jesus no winter babe. Shepherds no overnight flocks in chill, rainy Palestine winter. They'd shelter. So likely spring or early fall birth. So non-actual, why 25th, likely heard. Early Christians pilfered pagan date. Saw Saturnalia whirl, Sol Invictus natal 25th. Thought, all partying, hijack, Jesus make. Neat yarn. Sensible, most buy. Snag, likely false, I know. Hour plus pagan winterfests, Christmas absorb. Now claim 25th non-pagan pick. History tangled, truth, myth richer. Unheard yarn time. North Africa Christian sage, Sextus Julius Africanus, early 3rd century circa 220 AD. Africanus date-obsessed, biblical event timeline for salvation chronology, did intriguing, pegged Jesus conception March 25th. Why? Africanus, many early Christians, held key Jesus events same date, believed Jesus died March 25th, per ancient Jewish righteous men right, conceived same as death date, modern odd but theology backed. Prophets, righteous hit integral age, perfect full years, conceived died same, cosmic symmetry, divine flawless. So March 25th conception, tally 9 months, lands December 25th, calculation theory, Crucial, Africanus penned circa 220 AD, over 50 years pre-Emperor Aurelian Sol Invictus, 274 AD. Absorb, Christians, December 25th. Jesus' birth pre-Roman Sunfest date, conventional yarn reversed. But Saturnalia predates Christianity? Spot on. Ancient, but Saturnalia no 25th fixed, started 17th, week run, climax wandered centuries, sometimes 25th, sometimes no. Not Christmas pinned, myth source, why all peg Christians pagan stole 25th, earliest claim, 12th century. Syrian Bishop Dionysius Bar Celebi first suggests church picked 25th Sol Invictus rival 800 plus years post, no prior back. Enlightenment, 17th, 18th centuries. Christianity skeptic sages loved. Fit narrative. Christianity unoriginal, prior religion copy. Influential repeats, accepted lore, textbooks, Wikipedia, all true, but evidence? Nah. Known, earliest December 25th, Christmas Doc North Africa Christian bands, 3rd century second half. Pre-Constantine, pre-legal, persecution era, Christians pagan distanced cautious. Church Father Origen circa 245 AD mocked Romans' birthday fests total. Deemed pagan custom Christians shun. Unlikely same Christians pagan fest date Jesus birth pick. Fascinating. Eastern Church January 6th. Jesus birth not 25th. Still do. Orthodox Christmas differs. Western co-op pagan. Why Eastern no? Own Winterfests hijackable. But January 6th own theology calc. Christian world halves independent calc 2 dates. Late December, early January. Solstice hug. Neither pagan copy. Now intriguing, Augustine, North Africa sage circa 400 AD, notes Donatists, Christians celebrating 25th since at least 312 AD, maybe prior. Augustine unpacks, March 25th, conception belief, 9 months later, December 25th, birth, Africanus reason, calc. But now proof, no lone sage theory. Early Christians date determine. Augustine pens, for he is believed to have been conceived on the 25th of March, upon which day also he suffered. So the womb of the Virgin in which he was conceived, where no one of mortals was begotten, corresponds to the new grave in which he was buried, wherein was never man laid, neither before him nor since. Here, symmetry non-random. Deep symbol. Womb tomb, conception death, start end align, divine perfection grasp, beautiful theology. Belief or no, admit gorgeous, pagan steel nil. So Sol Invictus, Aurelian Sunfest 25th, theory historians shy conventional clash, maybe pagans copied Christians. By 274 AD Aurelian Sol Invictus, Christianity Roman Empire notable. Christian bans everywhere. Many December 25th Jesus birth. Aurelian Universal Empire religion push. Sun cult pagan unite. Needed sun birth date. Ideal. 25th. Post-solstice. Days visibly lengthen. But possible partial Christian fest compete. Pagan alt grow Christian. i.e., Sol Invictus Christmas copy. Reverse. Not definite. Record gaps, evidence short for sure, but conventional plausible, earlier sources back. Confidence, 25th, non-random, non-cynic pagan to Christian trick. Early Christian serious theology reflection, Jesus life chronology, right wrong. March 25th conception death, separate, but believed genuine. Reasons held. Conclusion, December 25th. Jesus birth, belief born, not pagan calendar peak. Myth lingers why. Simpler. Christians pagan copy straightforward. No ancient Jewish integral age or conception death align theology grasp. And fun myth. Christmas pagan holiday exotic, mystic, ancient tie. Dinner party zinger or Christians complex theology, calc Jesus conception date 25th pick. But truth richer, what documented Christianity paganism centuries side by side, mutual influence, borrow not simple one-way complex cultural swap dance. Yes, Christians eventual pagan trad absorb, evergreen trim, token trade, banquets, fest self, prior sections, but date, actual 25th, seems internal Christian reason, not external pagan pull. Then, irony gorgeous. Christianity dominant post-Constantine conversion, church power gain, then deliberate Christian fest pagan align. Not trick, ease shift, converts familiar hold is old to new religion move. Pope Julius I official December 25th, Christmas 4th century declare time Saturnalia waned. Sol Invictus popularity dip but Winterfest celebrants plenty. Late December cultural momentum fest time, church, okay, keep celebrate, keep fests, keep ways, redirect, Saturn sun not, sun celebrate, solstice mark not, Jesus birthmark, same span, same acts, fresh import, non-deceit, baptizing pagan culture, existing infused Christian significance, worked, incredibly, so well, 2,000 years on Western world. Most December 25th Christmas celebrate, Christian or no. But date self-Christians own theology workout, own yarn grasp. Pagan influence later traditions, customs celebrate ways, not when celebrate pick. Changes aught? December 25th, theology calc or pagan borrow matter? Perhaps no. Christmas means what to you? Origins regardless, but truth worth know. History messier, complicated than usual told. Appreciate both true. Christmas Christian theology reflect originate and centuries pagan trad absorb. Not either or, both and that Christmas beauty boosts, not dims. Genuine culture trad meet point, year darkest markways, hope celebrate, truly universal. Not one culture conquer impose holiday, but different cultures, religions, times, same need recognize, similar met. Light murk need, winter hope need, isolation community need, turning point mark, ancients knew, early Christians knew, Vikings knew, we know, forgotten why though. So December 25th, non-Jesus actual natal, probably distant, but date early Christians deep faith think symbolic theology sense most decided. Then centuries layer meaning, tradition, cultural weight accumulate, non-theft, non-borrow, evolution, culture does, grows, adapts, new elements incorporate, core maintain. And Christmas core, Christian or cultural approach, light murk overcome, hope despair prevail, life death persist, winter eternal not pledge, message pre-Christianity, pre-Rome, pre-writing, humanity old as, and yearly December 25th or January 6th or whenever celebrate, we retell with varied words, symbols, ways, but same truth essential. Light returns, life endures, we this murk together survive. Now, December 25th pick one, but stick make, Christmas universal right even Roman emperors acknowledge need. That power, different kind, required. One man, one emperor whose Christianity conversion everything change, not just Christmas, Western world entire, name Constantine. And Christmas relation nothing like told. October 27, 312 AD, Tiber banks Rome outside. Man Constantine army stands, life battle key fight ready. Win, sole Western Roman Empire emperor. Lose, dies. Per historian Eusebius, Constantine personal no, extraordinary eve battle. Noon sky gaze vision, light cross sun superimposed, Latin words in hoc signo vinces. This sign, conquer. Night, dream. Christ appears, instructs Christian symbol chi rho, Greek Christ name first letters, soldiers' shields put. Constantine did, army won, Western civilization course forever altered, genuine religious experience, calculated political move, post-fact convenient yarn. Sages 700 years argue, never sure no likely. But known. Constantine conversion sincere or strategic, Christianity persecuted minority to Roman Empire, dominant faith transform. Process, Christmas, total change, but not think way. See popular yarn. Constantine, first Christian emperor, pagan Winterfest's eye, Saturnalia, Sol Invictus, Yule, says, hey, all Jesus make. December 25th, Christmas now. Pagan ways, Christian now. Snag solved. Tidy tale. Constantine Christmas creator, great deliberate pagan Christian syncretize empire govern ease. Snag, Constantine Christmas near nothing did. No build up after, but stick. Actual stranger myth. First, Constantine didn't establish. 313 AD, Milvian Bridge Victory Year Post, Constantine Co-Emperor Licinius Edict of Milan issue, decree Christians Roman Empire religious tolerance grant. Centuries persecution. End. Christians open worship, churches build, property own allow. Huge, everything change, but notice non-do. Christianity empire official religion non-make, pagan religions non-ban, tolerance establish, not dominance. Constantine personal Christianity favor, yes, churches built. 325 AD Nicaea Council convene theological disputes settle, eventual baptized. Interestingly, deathbed 337 AD not till, but pagan roots never full abandon, most unknown. Constantine reign, throughout pagan imagery coins continue. Sun god Sol Invictus, Constantine coinage 320s well into appear. Why? Constantine Sol Invictus cult grew up. Father devotee, unbeatable son, imagery, symbolism, Roman imperial power understand deep embedded. Constantine two worlds navigate, pagan world grew in, Christian world help create. Carefully, pragmatically, sometimes inconsistent. So Christmas, Constantine. December 25th, establish role, basically none. Recall prior? North Africa Christians. December 25th, Jesus birth pre-Constantine power. Date Christian community parts already establish. Constantine non-choose, non-decree, non-Christianize pagan fest. Fact, Constantine Christmas celebrate record none. No speeches, no laws, no Jesus birth date personal care indication. Official December 25th. Christmas canonization later. Pope Julius I reign or circa 350 AD Constantine death post, and even then, immediate universal non-accept. Eastern Church January 6th keep. Some Christians' birthday celebrations suspicious remain. So Constantine non-create Christmas. What did? Conditions create Christianity. Paganism coexist, intermingle, centuries slow, merge allow. And that single December 25th decree any more important? Ponder 4th century early Roman Empire, look. Christians, yes, but minority still. Maybe 10 to 15% population, debated though. Vast Romans pagan majority, Saturnalia celebrate still, old gods worship still. Constantine no switch flip everyone Christian overnight. Wanted even if, probably non, impossible. Genuine religious conversion force non-can. People stop believe always believed just emperor says no make. So instead, long, messy, complicated cultural negotiation process. Christians, pagans, side by side live. Christian bishops faith spread strategize. Pagan fests continue but gradual Christian interpret give. Old ways persist but new mean attach. And Christmas this process middle right. Perfect example how work. 601 AD, Constantine post near 300 years, Pope Gregory the Great missionary Miletus England head letter write. Letter, Gregory explicit pagan culture Christianized strategy lay. Wrote, the temples of the idols should on no account be destroyed. The idols are to be destroyed, but the temples themselves are to be sprinkled with holy water, altars set up in them, and relics deposited there. In this way, we hope that the people, seeing that their temples are not destroyed, may abandon their error, and flocking more readily to their accustomed resorts, may come to know and adore the true God. Here, pagan temples destroy no, churches turn, pagan fests ban no, Christian mean give, transition smooth make, familiar keep while gradual meaning shift, non-Constantine invention, but Constantine create world possible make. World Christianity culture, influence power enough had, but erase prior everything power so much not. And this strategy, deliberate gradual pagan culture Christianize, centuries following Christmas shape. Saturnalia, Roman evergreen decor, Christians keep but Christ through eternal life symbol reinterpret, gift-giving keep but magic gifts connect, feasting keep but Jesus' birth celebrate, winter solstice timing keep but sunrise not sunrise, same practices, new meanings, scholars syncretism call, different religious trad blend, and slow, organic, centuries over happen, not single emperor decree through. But really interesting. Process both ways went. Non-just Christianity pagan trad absorb. Pagan cultures. Christian ideas absorb too, adapt, own make. Take Saturnalia. Constantine post, Christianity prominence gain post, Saturnalia immediate disappear no. People celebrate keep, but change start. Saturn worship less, celebrate just, winter good time, family with, gifts give, about more. By 5th century, Christian writer Macrobius Saturnalia detail describe could, feasts, games, gift-giving without religious aspect emphasize really. Secularized become way. God honor less, tradition honor more. And Christmas opposite journey do. Religious observance start gradual cultural trad pick up all around. So medieval period by, Christmas fascinating hybrid become, officially Christian, church go, Jesus' birth celebrate. But Saturnalia Salia from Yule from various Germanic winterfests from elements incorporate, genuine cultures merger, now complicated get. 'Cause Constantine conversion non-just Christianity paganism peaceful coexist allow. Inevitable conflict set up also. Christianity powerful more, dominant more become as Christian leaders worry start all these pagan elements. Christmas celebrations creep. Christians Christ birth celebrate or pagan revelry continue just new name under, line between Jesus honor and dishonor. Where? This tension medieval period explode eventual when church Christmas celebrations regulate, try reverent more, religion focused more, feasting drinking debauched considered less. But ahead, getting ourselves right now 4th, 5th centuries. Christianity grows still, spread still, Roman Empire religion be mean figure still, and Saturnalia still happen. Poet Macrobius circa 430 AD write, elaborate Saturnalia celebrations pagan intellectuals gather feast, philosophy discuss describe. This Constantine conversion over century more. Christmas established by now, but Saturnalia alive well still. Fact. 49 AD Christian calendar, Polemius Silvius calendar, Saturnalia mentioned still. Notes festival god Saturn honor used to past tense, but celebrate still just different now. This understand want. Pagan Rome to Christian Rome transition clean non, sudden non, simple non, centuries took. and those centuries during, people both worlds simultaneous live. Sunday church go might December Saturnalia celebrate. Genuine Christian believer might old pagan trad appreciate still grew up with. Contradiction even see might know. Cultural identity complicated. Religion complicated. People complicated. Constantine understood this conversion genuine or political, whether, and honestly, probably both some. Understood one culture erase, another replace overnight simple no. Blend let. People meaningful to keep let while gradual new mean introduce. And exactly that Christmas happened. Date Christian theology calc from as discussed, but celebrate way people, traditions, customs, season feeling that centuries different cultures, December share, winter share, year darkest time share from came. Romans feasting love contribute, gift-giving tradition, decorated homes. Norse Yule logs contribute, 12 days celebration, community courage focus. Germanic tribes evergreen trees contribute, winter bonfires, family emphasis. Early Christians theological meaning contribute, Jesus focus, light salvation themes connect. And Constantine contribution Christmas create non. Space create all these traditions meet, interact, eventual merge something new into. That any decree or single policy more important. 'Cause Constantine really did cultural exchange massive scale possible make. Jewish religious sect Palestine from Roman Empire throughout spread possible make. Celtic druids, Norse warriors, Roman philosophers, Egyptian mystics encounter, all from elements incorporate something create. Christmas pure non, never was. Originally pagan or originally Christian non, both, neither. Something specific historical moment only exist could when different cultures collide, merge, create entirely new something. And that process, beautiful, messy, complicated process, different traditions together, come create new something, that Constantine true legacy. Not Milvian bridge vision, not Nicaea Council, not even Milan Edict as important as that was. Legacy, complexity, room make, cultural mixing, traditions evolve rather destroyed being. Intended whether or no, Constantine conditions help create Christmas as we know it emerge. Not decree by, but Christianity, paganism coexist, allow long enough learn each other from. And coexistence that from centuries blending, borrowing, adapting, after emerged holiday, everyone belong, no one belong. Holiday devout Christians, secular revelers alike celebrate could. Holiday roots so tangled separate no more can't. That's non-bug, feature. But this beautiful messy traditions merger, greatest test face about to. 'Cause while Christmas slow shape take, slow multiple cultures from elements incorporate, people thought this all wrong. People Christmas too worldly become, too pagan, celebration focused, too religion enough not. And these people, these Puritan reformers eventual power enough, gain radical something do, almost unthinkable something. Christmas entire ban, cancel, celebrate illegal make, and brief dark history period, Christmas actual die. Christmas Day, 1620, Plymouth, Massachusetts. Pilgrim's New World arrived just harrowing Atlantic cross journey after. Exhausted, cold, strange land winter close in. And first, America Christmas what do? Work, build. Deliberate entire day first building construct, statement clear could not more. We Christmas non-celebrate. Christmas none will celebrate. Christmas us abomination. Imagine? New World first Christmas and hammer nails saw wood spend specifically point prove. But Puritans Christmas hate why much. And trust me, really hated it. Understand need before cancel decide time by Christmas become what? Because medieval Christmas, absolutely bonkers, and mean that wonderful, chaotic, magnificent way possible most. Let's take back about 400 years earlier, Christmas medieval England to picture typical manor house countryside somewhere. December 1400. Celebration, December 25th, start non. Oh no, month earlier. Advent with start, 4 weeks fasting prayer preparation. No rich foods, no celebrations, just solemn anticipation. Think calm before storm. 'Cause Christmas Day final arrive when all hell best possible way loose breaks. First, everyone church go. Christmas Mass, literally word Christmas where get. By way, Christ Mass elaborate, beautiful, hours long. Incense, candles, singing. Church holly ivy decorate. Medieval people for this celebration spiritual center. This all about. But then, and this key thing, party start. And stop non-12 days for 12 days straight. King Henry III, 1226, reading Abbey Christmas celebrate order 40 salmon, massive venison boar meat amounts, and love this detail, as many lampreys as possible. Lampreys, eel-like parasitic fish, other fish latch suck blood there. That's medieval royalty Christmas delicacy consider. Henry V, early 1400s, even more extravagant go. Christmas menu crayfish, eels, porpoise include. Yes, porpoise, dolphin cousin, Christmas menu on and drinking. Oh, drinking. Per historian Anne Lawrence Mathers, drinking medieval Christmas during eating as important, if not more so. Workers' ale, spiced cider drink. Nobility barrel by wine drink. Henry III wants 60 tons wine Christmas celebration order. That's over 76,000 bottles wine one party for. Picture this? Chaos, imagine, noise, absolute mayhem medieval Christmas feast. But most fascinating, find what? Medieval Christmas excess, just non-about. Everyday own traditions, own meaning, own special madness. December 26th on Boxing Day, wealthy boxes gifts money servants give. This obligatory. Year all serve, people care take had to. Day gratitude of social hierarchy generosity downward recognize obedience upward, not just require. December 28th on Holy Innocents feast celebrate. Children Herod murder commemorate. Try baby Jesus kill. And bizarre twist only medieval people come up could. This choir boys church services takeover day become. Children bishop robes dress. Service conduct. Town through processions lead. Normal hierarchy complete invert. Then January the 1st come. Fool's feast. And this medieval Christmas truly wild get where. Fools feast on, minor clergy, low-rank church officials normally power no had, church services take over absolute circuses turn. Clothes inside out wear, donkey church into lead, old shoes from incense burn. Yes, church in shoe leather burn, sausages eat wine drink right altar at, donkey sounds make, church officials sanction this madness. One day, once year, clergy lowest members authority mock silly bee, sacred space carnival into turn get to. Why allow this? Roman Saturnalia reason same. North Yule role reversals reason same. 'Cause strict hierarchy year-round maintain pressure release require. 'Cause laughter sacred too. 'Cause even especially religious people need self-serious, not take sometimes. But all this throughout, all 12 days throughout, one practice really defined medieval Christmas. Mumming. Mummers people, usually common folk, sometimes nobles, disguise in, costumes dress, often animal masks wear or opposite gender dress, door to door go perform. Sing, jokes tell. Little plays act out, sometimes fun for, sometimes gifts, money expect return in. Picture this, dark, cold. Fire by sit and suddenly door at knock. Open it group people. Bizarre animal masks wear. Find and song into burst. Medieval flash mob. Some people love it. Some people terrifying find. But everyone participate 'cause this Christmas was. This what did you. Now all this. Feasting, drinking, mumming, hierarchy inversions, fool's feast. All this technically Christian. All Christian framework within happen, Christian holiday celebrate. But pagan roots still show through can see, can't you? Excess, celebration, social order temporary reversal. It's Saturnalia Christian coding with. And most medieval people for this problem was. Genuinely devout Christians could still Vikings like party. Morning church go noon by absolute hammered get between contradiction no see. Religion revelry comfortable coexist. But everyone comfortable was. Always critics, always people Christmas too. Worldly become think, flesh focus too spirit enough not. And 16th century in, these critics voice find, movement find, power find, themselves Puritans call. And medieval Christmas look, drinking, feasting, mumming, fool's feast, all it. And absolute horrified were. Puritan simplicity, sobriety, hard work believe. Every day God to devote equal seriousness with believe. Special feast days, true religion from distract believe. Had this saying, they for whom all days are holy can have no holiday. Think that. Every day sacred if, then no day special. Whole being with God worship supposed every single day if, then December 25th, special celebration have actually insulting. Implies other 364 days matter as much not. This theology there and genuinely believe it. But something else going on too. Puritans also Christmas pagan origins too close believe. All those Roman Norse traditions discussed when we look and said, this Christian this pagan idolatry Christian clothing dress up, this Saturn worship Jesus call. Entirely wrong were they? Whole night this spend talking Christmas pagan trad absorb how, Puritans that clearly saw, just conclusion different draw. Christmas paganism by tainted if, then true, Christians reject entire should. So Puritans England in 1640s political power gain when, extraordinary something do, Christmas ban. December 19, 1643, Parliament ordinance pass worth full quote that this day in particular is to be kept with the more solemn humiliation, because it may call to remembrance our sins and the sins of our forefathers who have turned this feast pretending the memory of Christ into an extreme forgetfulness of him, by giving liberty to carnal and sensual delights. Here disdain those words from drip, carnal sensual delights, holiday just non-ban, moral judgment everyone ever Christmas enjoy about make, 1644 in, Parliament official Christmas abolish along Easter Whitsun with, these feast days over 1,000 years celebrate been, simple calendar from delete, cancelled. 1647 in, ban reinforce even stricter laws with, churches December 25th on open stay order, any other day like treat. Shops markets operate force. Anyone celebrate catch by not working, feasting, any special observation, fine or imprison could. And Oliver Cromwell, 1653, Lord Protector become when, laws these ruthless enforce. Soldiers, Christmas Day streets patrol, anyone celebrate look for. Food cooking smell if, special food, feast food confiscate. Decorations see if, tear down. People gather celebration for find if, arrest. First time millennium over in England and Christmas illegal. But love this story what? People rebel, comply, refuse. 1647 in Canterbury, other cities riots break out. Pro-Christmas mobs entire towns, weeks for takeover, every doorway holly hang, royalist slogans shout. Basically massive illegal Christmas party, one throw political resistance act as. Someone pamphlet publish The Vindication of Christmas call, old traditions passionately argue, feasts, decorations, card games, dancing, caroling, Father Christmas joy bring. Both Christmas defense and Puritan killjoyism criticism. Poet Robert Herrick nostalgically write Christmas stolen been that about. Carols, Yule log, all warm traditions winter bearable make. And know what? Ban fail. Legally books on stay 1660 until. But culturally, spiritually, people hearts in, ban complete fail. Joy legislate away, no can. Meaning ban no can. People stop once celebrate year darkest time, no can make. Monarchy 1660 restore when Charles throne take, first acts 1, Puritan laws all repeal. Christmas roaring back come. Poet poor Robin write, now thanks to God for Charles' return, whose absence made old Christmas mourn, for then we scarcely did it know whether it Christmas were or no. But damage done. England and Christmas near 2 decades interrupt been. Entire generation without it grow up. Old traditions, elaborate 12-day celebrations, fool's feast, mumming, back come but same quite never. Something break been, and Atlantic across, New England Puritan colonies in, ban even longer last. Remember those pilgrims, 1620 Christmas Day building, that one-time statement just non. Policy become. 1659 in Massachusetts Bay Colony official make. Christmas celebrate illegal. Law state anyone observe. Catch by labor from abstinence, feasting, or any other way. 5 shillings fine. Day off take for 5 shillings. Family with special meal have for 5 shillings. Ban this 1681 until Massachusetts in last, but repeal after even. Christmas New England in centuries controversial remain. Boston in widely celebrate mid-1800s until non. U.S. Congress Christmas Day met as late as 1802. As if say, this just another day, nothing special here. Imagine live through this. Imagine Christmas grow up with Christmas love who, winter celebrations comfort joy find who, and all takeaway have then. Happiness sinful tell, traditions pagan, celebrate crime. Or imagine Puritan be, genuinely believe celebrations these God to displeasing, people persist. Watch what sin saw is in, society's spiritual health stake feel like. Both sides right thought, both sides beliefs for reasons had, and collision between them, Christmas temporary die. But beautiful thing here's, back come. Not immediate, not easy, but back come because human need Christmas address, darkness and light need, hardship and joy need, isolation and community need, that need law pass someone just 'cause go away non. That need theology deeper, politics deeper, bones in hour. Puritans party band could, longing band couldn't. So Christmas death it survive. Hibernated while for private homes and alive keep, secret gatherings in, memories, songs, generation to generation quietly passed down, and final emerge when, open celebrate safe final when, back come transform. Not quite same Puritan band medieval madness as, but not entirely different either. Question was, new world this Christmas what become, how evolve, who next chapter shape? Answer unexpected place from come, not England from where Christmas Puritan trauma from slow recover, and not America from where Christmas many communities in suspicion view still. No, Christmas next chapter Germany and right, forests where Martin Luther once walked. People among who winter traditions alive keep had, trees decorate continue carols sing families with celebrate, even not fashionable when, even not safe when. and Germany from traditions these back Europe across, spread ocean across America too. Immigrants artists carried one particular royal couple whose Christmas celebration world around seen change everything. 16th century Germany, winter evening. Martin Luther, yes, that Martin Luther, Protestant Reformation spark who, congregation visit after forest through home walk, cold, dark, stars bright so almost hurt look to, and Luther, stop, fir trees branches through uplook, breath take something see, starlight evergreen needles through filter, thousand tiny miracles like twinkle, snow and stand there transfixed, and think, children my this show need, this wonder home bring need. So Luther, legend per anyway, home go, small fir tree cut down, inside bring candles with decorate, light them children six as gather around. Look, tell them, candles wise men baby Jesus to lead star represent. This tree, winter even greenstay which God's eternal love represent. That story, that's Christmas tree supposedly how began. Now, true this story? Almost certainly none. Contemporary evidence Luther. This do number story written sources in appear death his after centuries until none. Probably beautiful legend famous name attach. But true what is. By 1500s decorated evergreen trees Germany in genuine tradition become. And story matter non-cause factual, but cause believed people what show, Christmas at indoors tree bring meaningful spiritual act was, decoration just none. Let tell actually what happened cause even better legend than Strasbourg in, then Holy Roman Empire part, now France part, 1539, Christmas cathedral and tree setup historical record, not home someone's in, Church and Protestant reformer Martin Bucer leadership under this revolutionary. This pagan associations might have something take, winter and trees decorate, and deliberate explicit Christianize it, church itself input, Protestant worship part make. Then 1570 in, Bremen Guild Chronicle small tree apples, nuts, dates, pretzels, paper flowers decorate describe guild house and members' children for setup. Children Christmas Day treats collect get to. See what's happened here? Tree children with associate become, gifts with, joy with, theology about no more, children happy make about. By 1584, chronicler Balthazar Rush Livonia in modern-day Estonia, Latvia, and established tradition describe decorated spruce tree market square in put-up. Young men, women sing dance around it, and then, love this detail, fire on set it. Yes, Christmas tree deliberate burn celebration part as, imagine parents' reaction if Christmas tree burn suggest you. But Baltic Germans these for perfect sense make, firelight, warmth, life represent, tree burn life symbol actual light heat into turn, transform, weir. These traditions place to place vary, but by 1600s, Christmas trees Protestant German households in firm establish. Catholic families, interestingly, adopt them quick as none. Nativity scenes, creche, primary Christmas decorations stick there, tree Protestant things seen. But fascinating find what? Even Christian homes in Christian holiday celebrate though these trees, older traditions echoes still carry. Remember Paradise Tree tradition, Germany in Middle Ages. During December 24th, Adam-Eve feast day, families fir tree apples with Hanggarden Eden knowledge tree represent, both humanity fall reminder and since evergreen, redemption promise. Over time, apples' other decorations join, cookies, painted nuts, paper flowers, small gifts. Eventual, people year-round these things tree on hang start, Adam-Eve day on just none, and associations shift Eden from Christmas to fall from redemption to. Tree become life-death through persist symbol, Hope winter through endure, God's love constant remain, evergreen, dark things how no matter. And those candles Luther supposedly add, real become. By 1700s, German families trees on candles put, real candles, real flames with dry tree on wooden house inside. Dangerous this how emphasize cannot enough. House fires, Christmas trees from incredibly common. People die, but keep do anyway, 'cause symbolism powerful to give up to. Light darkness in, life death in, hope winter in. Tree candles with glowing risk worth. Now, long time for, this German tradition remain. Other countries know about it. Travelers curious German custom this about right, but spread none. England Christmas without trees celebrate. France without trees celebrate. America, where Christmas many places and controversial still, definitely trees no have. But then early 1800s in, everything change. And change 'cause one woman, German princess British King Mary who, named Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz, 1761, King George III marry. And 1790s in, Windsor Castle at Christmas trees set up have. Now, this immediate sensation non-cause. British aristocracy Charlotte German know, odd German customs these have no, charming quaint foreign sort of find, but broad catch on none. Christmas tree Britain conquer really and through Britain world the more something need, trendsetter need, everyone emulate want someone need, Queen Victoria need, Victoria 1837 Queen become 18 age at, 1840 in, cousin her Mary, Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, another German prince, and Albert, Charlotte before like, German Christmas traditions his bring him with. 1840 in Albert Windsor Castle at Christmas tree Victoria their children for setup. Magnificent fir tree candles with decorate, ornaments, small gifts branches from hang. Royal family Christmas Eve at a round gather, German carols sing, presents exchange, family be, warm, close, happy. And 1848 in Illustrated London News, engraving this scene publish. Queen Victoria, Prince Albert, children their Christmas tree their around gather, obvious delight with admire. This image, everything change, understand have to, Queen Victoria popular just non, famous just non. World most influential trendsetter was. Victoria whatever do, everyone do want. Victoria certain dress style wear a fashion that become. Victoria certain music type like if, everyone it listen. And now, Victoria Christmas tree have. Few years within, Britain in middle class, upper class home every Christmas tree want. Fashionable become, thing to do become. Non 'cause German it was, though was, but 'cause Victorian, 'cause Queen did it. Image Atlantic Cross too. American Women's Magazine, Godey's Ladies Book, 1850 modified engraving version reprint. Cleverly, Victoria Crown Albert mustache remove less obviously royal look. Ordinary well-to-do American family more like make. Message clear. You too this like Christmas have can. You too family your beautiful tree around gather warmth, joy moment this create can. And American centuries for Christmas about ambivalent been suddenly decide, yes, yes, this want we. By 1870s, Christmas trees American homes in common. By 1890s, commercially produced ornaments, Germany from import by could. By early 1900s, Christmas tree apple pie as American. But really interesting what's a Christmas tree spread just non, evolve, adapt each new culture adopted to. Germany in, trees traditionally edible items decorate, apples, nuts, cookies, candies. Idea children 12 days Christmas throughout tree off these treats pick. Tree interactive, consumable, temporary. Britain in, Victoria Albert more permanent decorations start use. Glass balls, tinsel, small toys. Tree visual beauty about more become, magical scene create about than treats provide about. America in, tree bigger become, cause course did. America everything bigger become. Americans house their fit would tallest tree want, covered absolute decorations in want, more was, and tree topper important become. Germany in, trees sometimes Christ child top with, Christ kind. Britain America in, people angel stars use Bethlehem star represent. Each one tree what meant different interpretation. Tree also democratized become. Early 1800s in, wealthy families only Christmas trees afford could. Late 1800s by, Christmas tree farms, middle-class families for affordable make. Early 1900s by, even working-class families tree of could. But problem this create, people trees so many cut down forests destroy being. Germany in, tradition start where, deforestation serious concern become. So 1880s in, Germans artificial trees make start. First ones goose feathers dyed green wire branches to attach make. Yes, goose feather Christmas trees, actually quite beautiful, soft, delicate. Candles from light catch lovely way these America other countries to export. Eventual, goose feathers other materials replace, brush bristles, aluminum, plastic. By 1930s, toilet bowl brushes manufacturer surplus bristles use artificial trees create allegedly. Yes, great-grandmother your Christmas tree toilet brush same material from might have been. Merry Christmas. Today, about 84% American households artificial trees use. Real tree industry still exist. U.S. in about 15,000 Christmas tree farms, over 300 million trees grow. But most people plastic convenience prefer. And know what? Martin Luther, if Christmas tree actual invent had, probably horrified be. Plastic trees, electric lights, mass-produced factories, and put-up shopping malls and products sell to. But think he'd also recognize essential something. Families still tree around gather. Children still wonder with it look. Still decoration, just than deeper something represent. Tree still say, life persists, hope endures, light returns. Now, Christmas tree Victorian Christmas transformation just one part was. 'Cause while Prince Albert Britain to trees introduce, something else happened. Something modern Christmas shape even more influential prove would. Writer, brilliant, passionate, slightly bitter writer. Money desperately need, who 1843 fall and sit down, short book write to, quick publish could something, Christmas season well sell would something. Named Charles Dickens, and bookie about 6 weeks in, right 1,000 years past anything than Christmas define more do would. But Dickens' traditions create try non was. Christmas save or revive or reinvent try non was. Rent make try was. Bills pay try was. Wife kids creditors neck down breathe had. And yet accidental almost, himself despite almost, create what Christmas minor holiday many people ignore from Western world most important secular celebration into transform would. 'Cause Dickens understood something else quite no one had. Christmas theology or history or ancient traditions really about none was. Christmas feeling about, emotion about, hope redemption second chances about was. Christmas, Dickens realized, who we little harder tried just if become could about was human be too. In 1843, October and Christmas Carol writes sit down when, deadline meet frantically work, no idea had about to change everything. December 19th, 1843, London. Small book sale on go first time for. 5 shillings red cloth bound gilt edges with. Hand-colored illustrations. Title, A Christmas Carol in Prose, being a ghost story of Christmas. Author Charles Dickens, 31 years old, already famous, but desperately broke. Within 5 days, first printing all 6,000 copies sell. Within month, England and most talked about book. Within year, unauthorized stage adaptations London across theaters and play. Within decade, people say Charles Dickens' Christmas story write just non. Christmas itself invent. And know what's wild? Entirely wrong non were they. But understand Dickens would do. Understand need. Christmas like what when little book that write down sit. 'Cause 1843 and Christmas die again was. Puritan era like ban non but fade irrelevant become. Cities in, new industrial cities, England transformed that were, Christmas barely exist anymore. Think 1840s what happened. Industrial revolution full swing in. People farms from factories into flood. Generations for together celebrate communities, entire tear apart being. Workers crowded slums live. 14-hour days work, 6 days week. 12 days celebration time no. Sleep barely time. Old Christmas traditions, communal feasts, mumming, village whole gather, stable communities require, agricultural rhythms, time. None which industrial workers had, and middle class grow middle class Victorian culture defined that was, Christmas suspicious, working class too seem, rowdy too, drunkenness disorder associate too, old-fashioned seem, medieval, modern not. Early 1840s by Christmas, children for holiday nostalgic old people for become. Everyone else move on had. Enter Charles Dickens. Dickens 1812 born. Industrial revolution accelerate just as. Father clerk money manage couldn't eventual debtor's prison end up. Young Charles, age 12, blacking factory send work to, shoe polish factory, 10 hours day bottles label. Poverty, see. Industrialization families to what do see. Children disposable labor treat see. And never forget it. Every word afterward right haunted those memories by. By 1843, Dickens successful novelist. Pickwick Papers, Oliver Twist, Nicholas Nickleby, these famous make him. But success financial security mean none. Wife, 5 children, large house, expensive tastes had. Previous novel well non-sell. Publishers pressure him, money owe. So, 1843. October in, Dickens' Christmas book right decide. Short something, quick produce could sell holiday season for guaranteed moneymaker. About 6 weeks in write it, frantically work, sometimes London streets night at walk 'cause ideas flow too fast sleep too. Funny parts write while laugh, sad parts write while cry. Possessed this story by was, and create what entirely new something, a Christmas Carol. Christmas really about non. Medieval Christmas celebrations way in Christmas about were. No Jesus it in. No nativity scene. No theology discussion. Religious content minimal. Instead, something else about. Redemption, second chances, people change can possibility. Radical idea, hard, cruel, selfish man like Ebenezer Scrooge, generous kind become could. Divine intervention through not, but choices his consequences show being through. Life you're at look ask about, way I want living am I? Person I want becoming am I? And not if, cold, isolated, miserable become I've if, change too late is? Answer, Dickens give no. Never too late, always change can, always different choose can, always heart open can, this revolutionary, think it, traditional Christian theology in redemption Christ through come, grace through, faith through. But Dickens' story in redemption self-awareness through come, empathy through, other people about care choose through. Secular salvation story, humanistic gospel. And resonate ways traditional religious Christmas celebrations non had. 'Cause here's Dickens understood what? Industrial England people in, factories and work people, cities and live, old agricultural communities from separate, lonely were, isolated were, each other to connection lose were, society together hold old bonds fray were, and Christmas, Dickens realize, answer could be. Not religious obligation Christmas as, not rowdy festival Christmas as, but families gather time for Christmas as, people reconnect for, wealthy poor remember for, everyone little kinder, little more generous, little more human before. Look book and how describe he. Christmas present ghosts say, there are some upon this earth of yours who lay claim to know us and who do their deeds of passion, pride, ill will, hatred, envy, bigotry, and selfishness in our name, who are as strange to us and all our kith and kin as if they had never lived. Remember that, and charge their doings on themselves, not us. Hear what say he's? People Christmas use, others exclude to, others judge to, superior feel to, Christmas understand none. Whole point miss they've. Point Dickens say, this is. It is good to be children sometimes, and never better than at Christmas when its mighty founder was a child himself. And later. Christmas is a kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time, the only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem by one consent to open their shut-up hearts freely and to think of people below them as if they really were fellow passengers to the grave and not another race of creatures bound on other journeys. Fellow passengers to the grave, phrase that haunt me. All temporary we're, all fragile we're, all die going to. So why each other to cruel we? Why each other from isolated we? Why Christmas treat anything other than opportunity love people around us while still can? This Dickens's Christmas philosophy and chord strike. Book immediate sensation, but story like people just 'cause none. 'Cause needed people this message, needed remind connection possible, generosity possible, better be choose, could harsh competitive isolated lives, industrial capitalism force into then. Publication weeks within, factories workers their Christmas day off give start, required 'cause none, but Scrooge Bob Cratchit day off give cruel seem make not to had. Wealthy families pour for Christmas dinners, organize start, story inspire, charity time is Christmas idea Victorian culture and embed become. Dickens ideas these invent none. Earlier Christmas celebrations inversion seaweave, but modern urban industrial people with resonate way package, Christmas relevant again, make, and do by Jesus' birth on focus not, but Ebenezer Scrooge character on. Scrooge moment for think, story beginning at everything Victorian society value he, successful, disciplined, rational, frivolous celebrations on money waste not, good capitalist exactly what should be, and miserable, he, completely, utterly, soul-crushingly miserable. Success everything matter cost him, love, friendship, joy, connection, rich he and alone he. Ghosts theology non-show him, own life his show him, lost he's what, losing he's what, change not if lose he'll what show. And enough that transform him what, Christmas morning on, Scrooge wake up different he's, non 'cause religion found, though story Christian overtones has, but 'cause humanity found, own humanity his, joy, generosity, love, capacity his for, and what do he? Cratchit's massive turkey buy, Bob's salary raise, Tiny Tim to second father like become, laugh start, celebrate start, live start, story and English literature most famous lines one with. It was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well if any man alive possessed the knowledge. Knew how to keep Christmas well, not celebrated Christmas, not observed Christmas, kept Christmas, as if Christmas fragile something, tending require something, work to had maintain. And exactly that Dickens thought. Christmas hymn to attitude was, practice was, commitment was. Miserly instead, generous be every day choose, closed instead open be, isolated instead connected be. This why a Christmas carol still matter, why adapted endlessly, why everyone's story no book read, never even if. 'Cause Scrooge's journey our journey is, transformation his transformation we all hope possible is ourselves for. All Scrooge-like parts us have, cold, defensive, others away push self-protect by, and all long believe those parts change can, morning one up wake can different choose, better choose. Dickens hope that give us, and Christmas in wrap. But A Christmas Carol Dickens's Christmas project just one part was. Other Christmas books write, the chimes, the cricket on the hearth, the battle of life. None. A Christmas Carol is successful, but all same message hammer home. Christmas human connection about, compassion about, care, choose about. And Dickens lived this philosophy. Public readings, A Christmas Carol charity forgive. Poor children for Christmas parties organize. Factories in working conditions about, poor for education healthcare need about editorials write. Fame his, platform his, considerable literary gifts use society most vulnerable members to something argue, wealthy poor to responsibility had, all we as puttity, fellow passengers to the grave. This theory just non-Dickens for, own father debt for imprisoned been, child laborer work as, new poverty what feel like, desperation what feel like, and use Christmas specifically, comfortable middle-class readers remind way as suffering exist, help could they, moral obligation help had. This why people say Dickens Christmas invent, obviously Christmas centuries before Dickens exist, but new meaning give. Transform religious holiday pagan trappings with from secular human kindness celebration into family gatherings about make. Notice story to central how Cratchit family is, children about make. Tiny Tim, everything emotional center become, poor to generosity about make. Scrooge's transformation willingness his give by measure, food celebration about make. Book in Christmas feasts descriptions glorious. All modern Christmas associate things, family dinner, children on focus, charitable giving, joy celebration emphasis rather solemn religious observance than. Dickens either invent these or popularized effectively so default become they, and Victorian middle class eat up, 'cause Dickens exactly what want hear telling them. Good capitalists, good people be can. Successful generous be can. Wealth, enjoy still poor, about care can. Christmas time these things balance too. Naive or revolutionary or both debate historians still have, but work it. Generation within, Christmas completely transform been. Minor holiday no more. Fade away, non. Victorian social life centerpiece was. Other writers jump on board. Washington Irving America and old Christmas traditions romanticize already stories his in. Now Dickens inspire, dozens other writers' Christmas books produce start, Christmas stories, Christmas poems, and Victorian Christmas industry born. Christmas cards, 1843 invent same year as Christmas Carol, popularity explode. Christmas crackers, 1847 invent, magazines special, Christmas editions huge sellers become. Retailers elaborate window displays, Christmas for create start. Christmas commercial become, Christmas big business become. And while Dickens probably mixed feelings that about have would, ball rolling he'd started. 'Cause gifts given about make once, material abundance with celebrate about, purchasing power through love show about, well, capitalism that idea run with good vary. But hard at it, center this Victorian Christmas revolution at genuine something was, Dickens truly believed something millions people with resonate, need each other we, need connection, need compassion, need remind at least once a year all fellow passengers to the grave, we're treat each other accordingly should. Message that, deeply human, deeply simple message, why A Christmas Carol endure. Why Dickens's Christmas philosophy endure. Why even now world Dickens imagine couldn't end, still family with gather, still gifts give, still season this during kinder little be try, still Christmas keep well try, still ghost before Scrooge like little less be try, little more Scrooge after like, still shut up hearts open try. Now Dickens' Victorian Christmas England in popularize. But knew this Christmas world truly conquer to Atlantic cross need, America and root take need, centuries for Christmas deeply suspicious been which, and that happened to Christmas one more piece need, one more character, one more iconic figure irresistible make who, especially children too. Everything Victorian Christmas stand for embody who, generosity, magic, joy, wonder. Christmas Santa Claus need, and modern Santa creation story strange. So unexpected. So look at him never same way you'll. There's man who's been watching over us whole time this, Roman festivals through, Norse celebrations through, medieval feasts, Puritan bands, Victorian revival through. There've been shape-shifting, evolving, different things, different people to become. Sometimes red-white robes bishop of wear, sometimes green English nobleman-like dress, sometimes stern holy look, sometimes jolly round look, sometimes white horse ride, sometimes donkey ride, sometimes reindeer pull sleigh ride, name change to his, Saint Nicholas, Sinterklaas, Father Christmas, Christ Kindle, Père Noel, final name America and stick world around spread, and Santa Claus. But who he really is, where come from he did, and how 4th century Turkish bishop chubby rosy cheek man red suit in North Pole at live who naughty or nice been whether judge, story continents span centuries and start real person extraordinary something do who with, year around 280 AD. City Myra now Turkey what's in, boy wealthy Christian family into born. Name Nicholas, and legend per Nicholas with according legend lots say have to birth from pious was. Some stories fast days nurse refuse baby as even cause baby Nicholas devout that even was. Nicholas grow up priest become, eventual Myra bishop become, and famous one thing for become, money give away people need who too. Most famous story St. Nicholas about this go like, poor man Myra and 3 daughters with, dowries afford can't which means marry get can't, which means culture that time at prostitution end up, probably they'll. Desperate situation. Nicholas hear about this one night gold bag man's window through throw. Eldest daughter dowry enough for, marry she get. Crisis avert. Then Nicholas' second daughter for again do. Another gold bag window through. Third daughter age of by time father wait curious mysterious benefactor who see to catch Nicholas act in. Third gold bag throw sneak up. Some versions chimney down gold throw Nicholas say stocking fire by hang dry to in land and supposedly stockings hang tradition where from come. Now, true this story? No non we. Nicholas real person was, really Myra bishop was, really around 343 AD die. But stories about him centuries after death is written down. Hagiography there, saint stories devotion inspired design, historical biographies not. But here's matter what. Stories these believe people. Nicholas children patron saint become, sailors, merchants, everyone else just about. Churches hundreds honor his in build. Feast day his December 6th, Christian Europe throughout major celebration become. And December 6th on, children shoes output, good children treats with fill find, bad children switches coal or find. See it? Gift-giving, good behavior reward, good or bad bin whether no magical figure. All their already medieval St. Nicholas celebrations in. But St. Nicholas modern Santa like nothing look. Thin he was, usually elderly depict as, bishop traditional robes wear, red-white trim with, yes, but formal, ecclesiastical, serious, staff carry. Holy look, jolly not. So Bishop Nicholas from Santa Claus, how get we did. Transformation gradual happen cultural mixing process through Dutch immigration America to start who with. Netherlands in St. Nicholas Sinterklaas called Dutch settlers Sinterklaas New Amsterdam to bring New York become 1600s in which Sinterklaas still bishop-like look, still white horse ride, still December 6th on come, December 25th not, and still slightly stern judgmental quality had. Good children reward yes, but bad ones punish also. Helper his, detail America to make it non-did, Zwarte Piet, Black Pete, origins depiction problematic, mild put to. But whole separate discussion, European holiday traditions in racism about. Point Sinterklaas Netherlands in religious figure still very much church to connect, St. Nicholas's actual history to connect. But America in interesting something happened. Dutch traditions, German traditions, English traditions, mixed Santa Claus change start. Pivotal moment, Santa Claus we know as a merge moment when December 23rd, 1823 happened. Poem anonymous. New York newspaper and publish. Call a visit from St. Nicholas, but probably know as the night before Christmas. Poem begin, it was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And St. Nicholas described go on, or rather Santa Claus poem call him as completely new way in. Right jolly old elf describe as bishop not, saint not, elf, small, magical, playful. Little round belly has laugh he when shake, bowl full of jelly like. Chubby he's, jolly he's, anything but stern ecclesiastical, fur from head to foot dress, clothes his all tarnished ashes soot with. Bishop's robes not practical more, working class more something. Broad face little round belly has, rosy cheeks cherry like nose has, eyes twinkle, smile he, wink he, and crucially, Christmas Eve on come, December 6th not, chimney down come, stockings fill, 8 reindeer pull sleigh drive, poem names Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, Blitzen. Realize revolutionary how this, one poem in, author later Clement Clark Moore, identify though debate some about this, completely reimagine St. Nicholas, religious figure from take something else into turn, secular something, magical something, fun something, poem sensation was. Newspapers America across reprint, people memorize it, recite it. Generation within, Santa Claus version this, jolly round reindeer driving, chimney descending, default become. But still now picture way we look non-did he. For that, another crucial figure need, Thomas Nast. Nast, political cartoonist, probably American history most influential cartoonist, and 1860 starting, Harper's Weekly magazine for Santa Claus draw begin. Nast's Santa revolutionary was, Moore's description take visualize it, concrete make, real make. Nast big was, elf-sized not full-grown man but rounder most than just. Full white beard had, red suit white fur trim with wear, grandfatherly look, warm, approachable. Nast add details Moore's poem in non-were. North Pole at Santa put, Nast's invention that was. Children from letters read, Santa show. Naughty nice children list keep Santa depict. Elves with workshop Santa's draw toys make. All this, North Pole, workshop, elves, lists. Thomas Nast's imagination from come. And cartoons his popular so, widely seen so, details these canon become. Santa Claus story part everyone know that become. But Nast's Santa drawing to drawing vary still appearance in. Sometimes suit as brown was, sometimes red. Sometimes thin look, sometimes fat. Image fixed, quite none yet. Final puzzle piece 1920s, 1930s in Coca-Cola Company Christmas advertisements with come. Now, myth Coca-Cola modern Santa Claus image invent, corporate colors their match red white wear make him. True, none this. Santa adds a new start Coca-Cola time by redware already, Nast already that establish had. But Coca-Cola do what through artist Haddon Sundblom series paintings was standardize image thee. Sundblom Santa same way every year paint, same red suit, same white trim, same rosy cheeks, same twinkly eyes, same warm grandfatherly smile. Paintings these magazines in, stores in, America across homes in appear. And consistent, 'cause they were, year after year, same Santa see 'cause, image that cultural imagination and fixed become. By 1940s, this Santa Claus was not Santa Claus, not St. Nicholas, not Father Christmas. This specifically, jolly round red-suited North Pole-dwelling reindeer-driving toy-making list-keeping Santa definitive version was. And America, from Santa this world across backspread England to where Father Christmas with merge largely replace, and Europe too, Latin America too, Asia too, everywhere Christmas celebrate was this American Santa show up. But Santa's evolution fascinate what me about. Every stage, different something represent, culture needs something that. Medieval St. Nicholas charity about was, churches roll poor care in. Stern 'cause morality serious business was. Bishop 'cause religious authority matter was. Dutch Sinterklaas children good be teach about was. Social order about. Authority respect about. Still church to connect, still religious framework part. But American Santa entirely something else about was. Magic about, judgment without generosity about. Notice. Santa naughty children actual punish non-American tradition in the just presents bring non he. Children happy make about was wonder create about good things happen can just 'cause idea child being for just reward can you. American Santa also important this is completely religion from divorce. St. Nicholas no more he's even explicitly Christian none. Secular magic he's universal magic. Anyone faith there or lack thereof regardless Santa believe can. This why Santa America and succeed European Christmas traditions many no quite root take when. 'Cause America religiously diverse was increasingly secular Americans. Christmas everyone celebrate could want. Santa provide that Christmas without Christianity he was. Joy without Jesus he was. Now, some Christians then, now uncomfortable with this, Santa real meaning Christmas from distraction see as worry children Santa on focused nativity story instead. Point have they. Santa many ways popular culture and Christmas religious aspects eclipse has. But think beautiful something Santa represent cause core at his, whether St. Nicholas he or Santa Claus, same thing about he's idea someone out there care about you, that someone pay attention good or bad, been whether to punish not to, but 'cause behavior your matter, generosity possible that, magic possible that, world wonderful more appear than can be. Children Santa believe parents tell them to just cause non, but 'cause want believe they. 'Cause alternative world purely material, purely rational, purely predictable is depressing. Santa possibility represents something more exists that magical something, good something. And children eventual truth learn when Santa real non that parents were tree under presents, put ones that discover what they. Discover parents love them enough magic create them for. Parents! Christmas Eve late upstay presents wrap, cookies eat, elaborate fiction this create, all children their happy make too. Magic disappear, non-learn Santa real non-when, just shift it. Become human magic. Love of magic, effort of, parents wonder create children therefore choose. That Santa Claus really is. Not myth children deceive that, but story teach them joy possible that, generosity real that, people real flawed human people, extraordinary lengths go ones they love happy make to. And those children grow up, own children have when, Santa become they. Magic perpetuate they, presents midnight at wrap cookies, eat story alive keep, 'cause remember believe, felt how, and children there feel that want too. This why Santa endure, ancient tradition 'cause he's non. Not really. Modern Santa barely 150 years old, but 'cause deep human need fulfill he, need believe someone out there care that, generosity possible that world magical can be. St. Nicholas windows through gold throw from modern Santa chimney via toys deliver to, story always same been. Giving human make us, generosity whole make us, and others for joy create ability, especially children, itself magic kind. But Santa Claus, power all his for, cultural influence all his for, Christmas's transformation global phenomenon become into just one part was. 'Cause early 20th century by, Christmas holiday just non anymore. Industry become, economy, commercial juggernaut Western world, every other holiday dwarf eventual, would that. And transformation that, religious cultural celebration from biggest shopping season year of into transformation, story profound something say who we are about, value what we, capitalism sacred something hold get when what happen about. November 1867. Charles Dickens America. In A Christmas Carol, public readings give. Exhausting work. Almost every night perform, constantly travel, health failing his. But tour fortune make him, literally fortune. Americans top dollar payment Christmas invent who famous story is read aloud here too. And December 25th, 1867 on, Christmas Day itself, Dickens rest none, family with celebrate none, church go none, perform he. Christmas Carol rid packed theater too, admission charge, money make. Irony almost painful, isn't it? Man Ebenezer Scrooge miser from generous spirit transformation about right Christmas Day, work to money as much possible make very story about money obsessed not being from. But here's thing. Dickens money need. Dependent, debts, obligations had, good doing genuinely believe was. Christmas philosophy his people to bring, better be inspire them to. Fact getting rich also doing it that, contradiction non him too. Just world how work that was, intention spiritual meaning Christmas commercial reality Christmas between. That now talk need, 'cause Christmas any other holiday more than battleground sacred sale between, meaning money between. Value, say we what actually spend resources are on what between become has. Start question with A. Christmas commercial become when. Most people 20th century sometimes say, maybe World War II, after American economy boom consumerism take off when, or maybe Victorian era Christmas cards presents tree under with. But truth Christmas always commercial been. Always. Remember Saturnalia? Romans gifts give, marketplace and candles buy, feasts for food purchase, festival economic activity create, always has. Medieval Christmas, Lord's massive amounts food wine entertainment 12-day celebrations there for buy. That commerce was, that consumption was, Victorian Christmas. Cards, crackers, ornaments, toys, all manufactured, sold, purchase. Industrial Revolution Christmas commercial make 'cause everything commercial make. Mass produce capacity create, mass market need create, consumer culture create. So Christmas sudden commercial become non-commercial aspect always had. Change what scale is. Intensity, overwhelming dominance, commercial everything else over. Here's statistic, everything tell you that. 2019 in, pandemic everything disrupt before, Americans approximately 730 billion Christmas on spend. Billion B within 1 year, one holiday. On. Perspective put to, that's Switzerland entire GDP more than, Saudi Arabia everything spend year in more than, America in alone, Christmas nearly $1 trillion industry. All money that where go, gifts on about 465 billion, decorations on about 90 billion, greeting cards on about 23 billion, Christmas trees on about 18 billion, holiday foods, beverages on about 13 billion. Numbers these big, so meaning stop they, don't they? So different put it, let me. Average American household Christmas on about $900 to $970 spend. Nearly 1,001 month one holiday. On, many families for, joyful this non, stressful it, anxiety-inducing it, dead into go things by people might even want not 'cause suppose do you that's? Here get how we did. Baby manger and birth about holiday, darkness and light about human connection, generosity about massive consumption engine become how? Answer gradual then all at once. Victorian era template set. Christmas card 1843 invent. Christmas Carol same year as remember. British Postal Service penny post introduced when hugely popular become. Sudden, penny just for, country and anyone to Christmas greetings send could. By 1860s, millions Christmas cards year every cell being. Tom Smith's Christmas crackers 1847 invent, another Victorian tradition commercial product also was. Stores and buy them companies from newspapers and advertise they. Christmas tree industry explode. Early 1800s in, forest from own tree cut. Late 1800s by, city and vendor from one by could. Early 1900s by, commercial Christmas tree farms. 1901 in, President Theodore Roosevelt White House and Christmas tree have refused deforestation protest to acknowledge Christmas trees widespread commercial products such become forests threaten they that. And toys. Oh, toys. Victorian era before. Children Christmas for one small gift might get. Orange, nut some, maybe simple wooden toy. But manufacturing capacity grow as, middle class grow as, childhood special time magic with fill should idea grow as, toy industry explode, late 1800s by, toy catalogs publish being. Department stores elaborate toy displays create, and good parents' children their Christmas for multiple presents buy should idea normalize become. This Santa Claus again come wherein. 'Cause Santa, remember, gifts his make no more most people's imagination in. Store and ones look suspiciously gifts bring he. Santa effect in, consumer culture mascot become, getting things ultimate symbol. And retailers this fast figure out. By 1870s, department stores' Christmas displays use sales drive too. Macy's New York in, Selfridge's London in, big stores all. Christmas event into turn, experience, downtown come shop reason. 1874 in, Macy's first in-store Santa Claus introduce. Children's Santa visit could, want what him tell. Conveniently all those toys purchase for available right store in there. Brilliant marketing, work it, Christmas retailers for make or break season become. Bad Christmas business output could, good Christmas year whole make could, and pressure that economic pressure, time over only intensify has. 1939 in, President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Thanksgiving week earlier, move try Christmas shopping season extend to. Why? Country Great Depression from recover still. Retailers lobby him. Shopping days more need survive to say. Outcry intense, so Roosevelt eventual decision reverse had to. But fact try he something tell. By 1939, Christmas shopping already American economy essential seen as, World War II after, intense even more get. Post-war economic boom, disposable income, more people had mean. Suburbs grow, malls build being, television come along, advertising every home into bring, Christmas consumer calendar centerpiece become. Black Friday, Thanksgiving after day. Traditionally Christmas shopping season start, chaos infamous for become, crowds for, stores outside camp people for, stampedes fights for, occasionally injuries deaths, and all television toy a good deal get to. Then Cyber Monday come. Then pre-Black Friday sales. Then Christmas July promotions. Christmas shopping season expand keep earlier start until 2000s. By some stores October and Christmas merchandise output, October. And here's complicated things get where. 'Cause easy just condemn all this. Christmas commercialization by ruin say. Meaning lost its. Shallow materialistic become. And truth in that. Truth a lot in that. But whole truth non it. 'Cause many people for loved ones their gifts by love expression is, care show how they perfect gift choose time spend, money might really have not spend, beautifully wrap it, face on joy see open when they, that matter, that's meaningful. Same as generosity Dickens write about, St. Nicholas windows through gold throw same as, maybe none, but nothing non it, and many families for Christmas shopping trip tradition itself is. Mall two together go, decorations at look, hot chocolate drink, tree pick out, memories these, connection moments these. Yes, commercial there. Yes, consumerist there, but real also there. Meaningful also experiencing them people to also there. Commercial Christmas paradox this is. Both exploitative genuine be can. Both shallow meaningful be can. Both selling things about expressing love about be can. Problem commerce Christmas involve that non is, always has. Problem commerce everything else overwhelm when is. Buying things on focus drown out other parts when. Connection, need those who to generosity reflect to pause, kinder be choose. And happening that. Absolutely happening that. Studies show average American Christmas about stress feel. Right? Gifts buy about stress. Everything afford about stress. Expectations meet about stress. Family see travel about stress. Host about stress. Everything about stress. Joy brings supposed holiday millions people for anxiety source become has, and yet, and keep do it we. Keep buy, keep spend, keep participate massive commercial apparatus this even unhappy make it win. Why? Partly social pressure it. Everybody else do it, too do have you. Gifts give non-person be can't. Kids your Santa non-coming tell 'cause commercial Christmas out op decide you've. Partly advertising it. Messages bombard us love purchasing through expresses that tell. Perfect gift, perfect moment create will that. Enough money spend if only counts Christmas that. Partly genuine desire it. Happy make people want we. Magic create want. And consumer culture that in buying things primary way we've learned do that too. But here's most interesting find what? Every few years backlash there's. People declare simple Christmas this year have going. Just family time, no presents, or maybe homemade gifts only. Commercialization resist going. Christmas really about back get to. And sometimes year for do they, maybe two, but then slip back, 'cause commercial current against fight exhausting is. 'Cause kids, your other kids get what see feel left out. 'cause commercial Christmas out-opt like Christmas entirely out-opt feel can. Commercial infrastructure complete, so all-encompassing, so separate Christmas consumption from almost impossible become has. Even phrase for this now, war on Christmas. Heard it, right? Happy holidays, say instead Merry Christmas, somehow attacking Christmas is disappear, make try is idea. But here's irony. Real war on Christmas, call it want if we. Happy holidays, say people from non-coming. Commercialization itself from coming is spiritual cultural celebration, massive shopping season into transform, from coming where meaning cash registers noise and lost get. Dickens horrified be would. Scrooge about right man people matter money more than learn that. Generosity connection about not calculation about. Black Friday stampedes, Cyber Monday shopping cart abandonment rates, Christmas credit card debt at look appalled beheed. And yet, and Dickens himself. Christmas from money make was, Christmas Day tour on was, books his sell, readings his, Christmas philosophy commercial product his sell was. So maybe understand he'd maybe see stuck all we same tension this in. Same paradox this, meaningful be Christmas want we. Love connection generosity about be it want. But commercial culture live we commerce express most things how and question none can completely non-commercial Christmas have. Answer that almost certainly no. World we've created not. Question is, commercial aspects serve meaning instead overwhelm it not. Christmas have can wear. Gifts by love expression one many among not only one wear. Money spend want cause feel have to not cause we. Some people manage this. Budgets set, stick to them. Homemade gifts purchased ones alongside make. Experiences over things focus. Charity to give well as family too. Own traditions create consumption on center non that. But intention require. Constant pressure resist require more to buy more spend more too. No say sometimes require. Uncomfortable even when that's. And here's thing. Sacred commercial between tension, meaning money between non-going away. If anything, intensify. It's 'cause every year retailers' Christmas on depend more. Every year shopping season earlier start. Every year consume to pressure increase. So what do we? How navigate this? How celebrate Christmas meaningful feel way? In culture live sell us meaning want that? Perfect answer no, have I. Think anyone no does. But think start awareness with, tension recognize with, conscious choices make what want Christmas be lives are and about. Culture tell us should be at whatever regardless. 'Cause Christmas, whole journey this throughout see we've as, always what make we it been. Roman Saturnalia make their version, Norse Yule make theirs, medieval Christians 12 days feasting fools make theirs, Puritans unmake entirely try, Victorians family celebration into remake theirs, Americans Santa Claus shopping malls make theirs, and you whatever want make it, meaningful feel whatever, joy bring whatever, love people you connect whatever. Commercial infrastructure still, there be will, advertisements bombard still you, October and start still shopping season will, but engage that how much choose get you, power give that celebration you're over how much, that's Christmas real gift. Maybe tree under presents not, but freedom define yourself for what matter, sacred what's, worth time, money, attention, your what. And now, Christmas history through journey our end near as, one final transformation, explore, need we. 'Cause Christmas 20th century and evolve, stop none, still change, still adapt, still spread, and process in, unprecedented, something become. Truly global phenomenon Christian tradition, no have countries in every faith, no faith people by celebrate in ways past from anyone unrecognizable would too. Christmas global gone, and globalization that in, knew something become again, expected no one quite something. Christmas Eve, Tokyo in. Couples finest clothes their dress hand in hand walk streets, millions LED lights uplit through. Restaurants romantic dinners for heading, later gifts exchange. Maybe Tokyo Tower illuminations watch, maybe hotel at night spend. Millions, Japanese people Christmas celebrate how this, family with not church and not but couples as. Japan and Christmas essentially Valentine's Day is. And romantic Christmas dinner these couples eating what are. Turkey, ham, Christmas pudding. No KFC eating there, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Joking not I'm, Japan in, KFC Christmas for popular so buckets chicken their Christmas weeks in advance order people. Some locations reservations require. Christmas Day on KFC usual daily customers 10 times more than serve. Door outlines. How happened this? How Kentucky from fried chicken Japanese Christmas tradition become? 'Cause Christmas world around travel when, same stay none. Adapt, transform. Sense make people celebrate it to something become even completely unrecognizable, mean traditional Christmas celebrate who anyone to that, and transformation that in global Christmas celebrations, wild diversity in, profound something learn Christmas really what is about what become can about. Start Japan with 'cause perfect example, Christmas global, go weird best possible way in going of. Christianity, Japan in root really never take. Population 2% less Christian is, so Christmas religious holiday non there. Official holiday even none. Most people December 25th work. But 1980s starting 1990s 2000s through accelerate in Christmas Japan and huge become commercial cultural phenomenon as KFC thing 1974 start brilliantly successful marketing campaign Kurisumasu ni Kentatsuki, Christmas for Kentucky with, campaign fried chicken Western Christmas tradition as position, which not it is, but most Japanese people know non that, and work beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Today, Japanese KFC's Christmas season annual sales their third about a count, third one day from weeks leading up it too. But KFC Japanese Christmas just one piece is. Christmas cake also there's white sponge cake strawberries, whipped cream with traditional Western Christmas dessert, any resemblance bear no. Elaborate light displays every shopping district in. Germany from import Christmas market culture, but Japanese precision aesthetics with adapt. And romantic couple tradition. Western movies Christmas often depict how from probably come. Romantic, intimate, magical. Japanese culture, family obligations, specific holidays has which Christmas opportunity create romance for just holiday. And that's what did they. Real Christmas this is? What standard by? Christian non-it. Western even particularly non anymore, but meaningful celebrating it people to it. Joy bring them. Version their darkness in light of. Winter in special something create of. Time this ordinary time from different mark as. Christmas always about non that what. Philippines to travel let's. Here, Christmas Japan from radically different. One thing for Philippines Asia, most Catholic country is. Population 80% about Catholic is. So Christmas deeply religious, but deeply Filipino also it. World longest Christmas season Philippines has. September in start. Yes, September, January through run. Christmas 4 months, bear months call they. September, October, November, December. September in, stores Christmas music play start. October in, decorations up go. November by, country whole full Christmas mode in. And December 25th on end non it. January 1st Sunday to all way go Three Kings Feast celebrate when they. Why long so? Partly commercial, extended shopping season, but partly cultural. Filipinos families from separate more almost any other nationality then. Millions abroad, work overseas, workers as money home send. Extended Christmas season save time give money, travel arrangements make, actual home get celebration for. And home get when they do, celebration spectacular is. Simbang Gabi, there's 9 days pre-dawn masses Christmas up leading. Noche Buena, midnight feast Christmas Eve, mass after Lashen, roasted pig, ham, fruit salad, dozens other dishes featuring. Parole theirs. Colorful star-shaped lanterns every home street light up. Filipino Christmas family reunion about, homecoming about, together being about. Religious observance real important but alongside, exists deep cultural emphasis, family connection this. Again, authentic Christmas this, European non-it, Victorian England like non or medieval Germany like, but intensely meaningful it. Particular place this particular people for Christmas become what it Ethiopia to go let's. Here, Christmas, Genna call January 7th on celebrate, December 25th not, 'cause Ethiopian Orthodox Church Gregorian calendar instead Julian calendar use. Genna, night before, people traditional white clothing Nutella call dress. All-night church service attend 6 p.m., start 3 a.m. until go that. Entire service stand. Ethiopian Orthodox churches seats no. Service after home go 43-day fast break. Dorawat spicy chicken stew injera traditional Ethiopian flatbread with meal. Next day, Genna play people, hockey like game shepherds. Jesus birth about here when playing said be that. Teams villages across country compete. No Santa Claus, no Christmas trees, no stockings gift exchanges or Ethiopian Christmas American European. Christmas like nothing look, but Christmas nonetheless it. Culture, their climate, their traditions, they're to adapt Christ birth, celebrate way their Australia look let's at. Here, Christmas summer and fall. December hot, often 100-degree F over, snow impossible, whole winter wonderland aesthetic sense no make. So Australians adapt. Beach on Christmas barbecues have. Cold seafood eat hot turkey instead. Christmas morning surf, board shorts where Santa Claus spot Ben, candlelight by carols parks and churches inside instead, cricket TV all day, Boxing Day test match national tradition, less real traditional cold weather Christmas than this. Why? 'Cause Northern Hemisphere experience standardized become fit non-cause. Mexico in, Christmas Catholic tradition indigenous customs blend. Las Posadas there's 9 nights processions, Mary Joseph's Bethlehem in lodging search reenact. Families house to house go singing until final let in one house party for. Piñatas star-shaped Bethlehem star represent. Children break them candy fruit release symbolize faith from blessings come. Noche Buena, Christmas Eve on. Families tamales, pozole, bacalao. Romeritos feast on. Midnight at, fireworks celebrate, quiet contemplative not fireworks, loud explosive everywhere fireworks, midnight war zone like Sound Mexico Christmas, Iceland in, 1 Santa Claus non have they, 13 have, Yule Lads, each personality own day arrive own with, spoon liquor. December 12th arrive, bowl liquor 13th on, door slammer 19th on. Each mischievous, sometimes helpful, always interesting. Children windowsills on shoes leave 13 nights Christmas before. Good children small gifts get, bad children rotting potatoes get. Also Grylithers, mountains in live giantess Christmas, at down come naughty children eat to. And Petter, Yule cat, Christmas for new clothes, receive non-people eat who. Icelandic Christmas, weird, wonderful elsewhere. Christmas like nothing, and India in. Christians tiny minority where. Population 2.3% about. Christmas major cities and widely celebrate still. Mango trees, banana trees decorate pine trees instead. 'Cause well grows there what that's. Oil lamps, small light candles instead. Poor to gifts give Christian teachings echo, but Hindu Sikh traditions charity of also. And here's beautiful what's. India in. Christmas different faiths people together. Come time become. Hindu families Christian friends visit. Muslim celebrations participate. Sikhs homes light up. Secular joy connection celebration become religious boundaries transcend that. China in. Christianity minor religion where Christmas holiday know-it-all not. Young people Christmas adopt parties time for gift giving, romance for. Japan similar but even more commercialized. Shopping malls elaborate decorations have. Restaurants special menus offer. Apple sales spike. 'Cause Christmas Eve word for pingan, apple for word like sound, pinguo. So Chinese people Christmas Eve apples each other give, cellophane wrap, sometimes decorative boxes in. Tradition may be 30 years old linguistic coincidence base, but millions people to real become. See what's happened here? Christmas world around spread as reinvent everywhere go it. Local traditions absorb, local climates adapt to, local needs meanings to respond. Some Christians uncomfortable with this. Dilution see as true meaning, Christmas lose as. Entirely wrong non there. Fried chicken romance-oriented Japanese Christmas about become when or Australia and beach barbecues or China and apple giving. Certainly nativity story about no more. But think important something missed there. 'Cause globally happen what's exactly always happened Christmas with. Always hybrid been. Always encounter culture whatever absorb. Roman Saturnalia, Norse Yule. Germanic tree traditions, Victorian sentimentality, American commercialism. Christmas, pure, never been. Just one thing never been. Always meeting point been, crossroads, place different traditions together. Come new something create where. Global spread Christmas 20th 21st centuries in latest chapter ongoing story adaptation transformation. Of just, and here's global Christmas most moving find what? Specific traditions dramatically change even when, origins from unrecognizable Christmas become even when, certain core themes everywhere persist. Christmas darkness in light about is, Europe in candles weather, Tokyo in LED displays, India in oil lamps, symbolism remain. Everywhere, Christmas love people with gather about is, Philippines in family weather, Japan in couples, India in different faiths friends, everywhere central connection. Christmas generosity about is, poor to charity whether, children to gifts, feast at food share, everywhere matter giving. Everywhere, Christmas winter special mark about is, different as, pause, celebrate time to as. Australia in even summer, where, Ethiopia in even January where, Japan in even work, most people day that, special still markers, themes these, light connection, generosity, time mark, universal these, human these, any particular religion culture transcend these. And that's why Christmas all holidays of most globally celebrate become. Christianity world conquer 'cause non, Western culture superior 'cause non it. but 'cause flexibility it's in, adapt, absorb, transform willingness and has, humans everywhere express need things vehicle become. All need darkness and light we, all need isolation and connection we, all need rituals, ordinary time, special mark that, all need generous be permission, celebrate, hope feel. Christmas provide that different forms in, different ways in, different cultures context to adapt, but same essential human need provide. Real Christmas this is. KFC eating couple-oriented Japanese Christmas, Victorian English Christmas, as authentic as or medieval German Christmas, or early Christian observance Roman ain't? Think answer all real there. All authentic 'cause fixed thing non-Christmas spread is degrade, get that. Living tradition Christmases grow, change, adapt 'cause living traditions that do. Home you're in Christmas, family you're with celebrate Christmas you, traditions your food, your music, your meaning you're with real Christmas that's authentic Christmas that's. Anyone else's Christmas like nothing look, even if passed from someone unrecognizable would, even if, 'cause everyone celebrate who to belong Christmas. Historians not to, religious authorities not to, tradition purists not to, candlelight or lamp or string LEDs who to love people with gather who to, others to can what give who to, time this special mark as, different as, alive being celebrate pause moment I as, Christmas, what is that's? Always been what that's continue be will what that forms can't even imagine yet and is spread continue adapt transform it. Far come so tonight, ancient fires darkest night before from Tokyo skyscrapers to woe. Roman revelers, Norse warriors meet, Puritan killjoys, Victorian sentimentalists, Turkish bishops, American cartoonists. And still here, if you with me, still listen night deeper grow as thank you one eye. 'Cause really doing we've tonight history learn just none. Deeper question ask been we've. Celebrate mean what to? Darkness and meaning create mean what to? Human be mean what to? Let tell one more story, personal one. Home bring us to December 2020, first pandemic Christmas, remember you? Families gather couldn't, churches closed limited or, office parties cancel, Christmas markets, shopping mall Santas, school pageants, caroling, all gone it. Millions people Christmas alone, spend small isolated groups in, or love people from separate. Christmas death should been. Gathering about if Christmas is, parties about, crowds communal celebration about, then pandemic kill should it, but none did. Instead, extraordinary something happen, people adapt, creative get, new ways celebrate find, families Zoom Christmas dinners hold, screens across toast try awkwardly, friends drive by gift exchanges do, houses to pull up presents, doorsteps on leave, neighborhood socially distant light displays, organize walk-through sea decorations could home anyone's entering without. Churches online services stream families' living rooms from together watch with. Some people same non it say. Right they were. Same non it was. But something it was. Christmas alive keep attempt there. Connection thread maintained to. Darkness, both literal metaphorical win, let refuse to. And know what? Always people that do. Whole history this about that been. Romans agricultural communities lose when Saturnalia create connection maintain too. Christianity pagan cultures survive need when adapted. Industrial revolution traditional communities tear apart when Dickens family celebration as Christmas reimagine. Commerce meaning overwhelm threaten when personal traditions create people backfight by own there. Christmas survive everything history throw at it. Persecution, bans, commercialization, globalization, pandemic even. 'Cause core at its specific traditional practice any about non-Christmas. Human refusal darkness to surrender about is, about say, cold how get no matter, firelight we will. Isolated feel how no matter, each other to reach out we will. Lost how much no matter, can what give we will. Dark night how no matter, light create we will. Ancestors you're the due solstice winter at fires lit when, sun return if knowing not. Romans that do Saturnalia during gifts give when. Norse warriors that do 12 days straight, Yule logs burn when. Medieval peasants that do almost nothing have despite feasted when. Puritan celebrants that do illegal being despite secretly holly hung when. Victorians that do homes there into trees bring when. Santa Claus magic bring imagine. World around people now 1,000 different ways in that do. Give up refuse they. Winter real or metaphorical, be final word, let refuse they. So now Christmas mean what? You to mean should what it knowing everything know you complicated, messy, beautiful history it's about. Think whatever need it mean to you, comfort bring whatever, connection create whatever, hope generate whatever. Maybe you for Christmas deeply religious is, Christ birth celebrate about, church go about, sacred human form and incarnate become about. Beautiful that's, meaningful that's. Part Christmas 2,000 years for been that's. Maybe you for Christmas family about is, everyone love you gather about, traditional foods cook about, parents, grandparents teach rituals maintain about. Beautiful too that's. Victorian gift Christmas to that's, recent more being less no meaningful. Maybe you for Christmas generosity about is, less have who to give about, volunteer about, fellow passengers to the grave all will remember about. Dickens say, as St. Nicholas back to, Roman gift giving back to, beginning back to impulse that. Maybe you for Christmas joy about is, lights music magic about, children for wonder create about, adult is even believe world enchanted, more appear than can that. Santa Claus gift that's, real gift in it. Maybe you for Christmas rest about is, final stop about, final pause about, work not produce, not achieve, not permission, give self to just moment of for. Ancient too, that's, winter solstice gift that's. Rest sacred reminder that stillness holy, that productive every moment be know have deserve exist to you. Or maybe, okay this too, complicated Christmas you for is. Difficult memories bring up maybe it. Family gatherings stressful maybe. Commercial pressure overwhelming maybe. Winter darkness, metaphorical, just non-you for maybe. Genuinely struggling, maybe you're all celebrations, these hollow feel or painful or like happening someone else to their, if that's you, hear this one I. Broken non-year. Christmas wrongdoing non-year. Sometimes real darkness is, sometimes hard winter is, sometimes command on light joy generate, can't we? Culture tell us should how much no matter. And okay, that's 'cause Christmas, real Christmas, deep Christmas, forcing happiness about non-is. Darkness acknowledge about choosing and can if you, strength have if you, smallest even candlelight too. Year this candle you're maybe just day through get. Maybe one person to reach out, maybe self to kind be, maybe guilt without rest self allow. Enough that's. Christmas you're that's, light darkness in your that's. 'Cause here's hope take this long journey tonight from you. Happen to you something non-Christmas is. Correctly do have to something non-it. Fail contest non-it. Create you something Christmas is. Choose you something. Define you something self for need what base on. Value what. Meaning bring what. Romans version their create. Norse theirs create. Medieval Christians theirs create. Victorians theirs create. Japanese theirs create. And you, yours create get you. Traditions which matter decide get you don't which and. Parts joy bring keep get you. Stress bring parts let go of. Ancestors traditions honor or entirely new create get you. Crowds with celebrate or solitude in. Religious be or secular, traditional or innovative, simple or elaborate get you. Christmas own your make get you. And doing that, choices those make in, way own your light create in. Participate something beginning human, civilization vary to back go that. Ancestors your do what you're, darkness win let refuse. Christmas always what been that's, always be will what that's. Fixed set traditions on high from hand down not, but living evolving human practice meaning create, connection, light, hope, darkest time in. Specific forms change, names change, practices change, but core impulse that, defiant human insistence beautiful life make can hard, even when it that, winter even in joy find can that, little have even when give can that, alone feel even when connect can that, never change that, eternal that's, universal that's, human make us that's. So end come night this as, sleep go prepare, or day continue with, wherever world in you are, leave thought this with you want I. Every time candlelight or Christmas lights turn on, humans thousands years for do what you're doing. Every time gift give or meal share, ancient something participate you're in. Every time love people with gather or alone who's someone to reach out, promise, keep your beginning back to go that. Darkness win let non we will. Together, light create we will. Christmas real history that's dates, names, specific traditions, and fascinating those, though, hope and joy learn you've about them, but deeper history, human history, ways find always weave meaning create to, hope generate to, darkness in fires, light to story how. And story that part you're now. Continuing it way own your traditions, own your with, choices own your making. Christmas, what mean how celebrate you'll about. Bigger than self. Something part make you that, thousands years back, stretch will thousands years future. Into, unbroken chain, humans, winter end story be let refuse who of part your, and beautiful that's, profound that's, celebrate worth that's. So whatever you to Christmas mean, whatever form celebration you take, whatever light manage create you, bonfire weather or candle or heart, in hope faint glow, just no matter it, no real it, no part ancient human practice defiance, joy connection of your, no ancestors your do what your, light over darkness choose, isolation over connection not, despair over hope. And enough that's, more than enough that's. Everything that's deepest darkness winter solstice before from Main Street brightest lights on to. Roman Saturnalia, Japanese KFC to from. Norse Yule logs, Victorian Christmas trees to from. St. Nicholas Santa Claus to from. Medieval feast pandemic Zoom calls to from. All same story been. Same beautiful messy human story give up refuse of. Light create of. Hope choose of. Christmas that's. Always been Christmas that's. Always be will Christmas that's. And now know you, now understand you, now equipped create own Christmas your whatever mean to you that. Forward carry ancient tradition way, own your unique in. Thank stay with me long journey this through. Thank listen for. Thank here being for. Way own your light create for. Hope story this give something has you. Maybe understanding, maybe perspective, maybe permission celebrate however right feel to you. Hope, richer make Christmas, deeper, more meaningful. And hope wherever you are, whatever face you're, moments light find season this. Connection moments, hope moments, 'cause all about that's. Always been about what that's. Longest night returning sun to from. Ancient fires, modern lights to from. History throughout us all now here, us all to from. May darkness in light find you. May isolation in connection find you. May winter in hope find you. May well keep Christmas whatever mean to you that Pagan to present from Christmas. Real history this bin has. Listen for please stay tuned more stories like this one for history through journeys more understand help us who we are, where come from we. Next time until care take selves you're of, care take each other of. And remember, someone darkness in light the you are. Here, just being by, trying just by, give up refuse just by. Good night. Sleep well days ahead, your fill be may whatever light you.